the biggest thing. That right heart, that championship heart, and that championship mindset. Doesn't matter what you did for 3 quarters. It matters what you do in that fourth quarter, and it matters how you take over. And, of course, Jalen Brunson took over in that fourth quarter, scoring 30 points on 31 shots or whatever it was, a little bit. But when he needed to be that guy, he became that guy. And Karl Anthony Towns as well was huge last night. And I think that guy deserves a lot of credit because a year ago they were ready to run him out of New York. I mean, this is a guy that was absolutely 100% getting run out of New York, being called some, nasty things on sports talk radio. Nobody believed in Karl Anthony Towns. That dude last night came to play, and he played big for the Knicks, and he's probably the biggest reason why they won that game last night. And I was telling Mac before the show, I go, it's amazing what Mike Brown has done with this guy, because you do have to credit Mike Brown, the head coach, for this, because that he's playing at a different level than he's ever played before. And I was thinking about it a little bit like that because I'm sicker than others, and I'm like, man, look what Mike Brown did to Karl Anthony Towns. Chatty O'Shea could do that with Worthy and Rice. Coaching does matter, and coaching is very important in professional sports, especially putting championship players in the right position to be successful. And Thibodeau may have been a great coach, and Mike Brown may have been a laughing stock, if you will, a punchline to who's going to be the next head coach. Probably Mike Brown. He's coached everywhere. But sometimes coaches and players need each other, and they just click. And Karl Anthony Towns needed Mike Brown to open up that door and to make him a much better player. And I'm like, man, maybe Chatty O'Shea can do the same thing with our wide receivers. Coaching does matter,
Brunson on the drive, spins underneath, puts it up, puts it in. Jalen Brunson does it again.
Mac, did he hit the rim in the fourth quarter?
No.
I don't think so. Unbelievable.
He was
He
great.
had the knee injury early on. The knee ankle thing happened. And you're going oh my gosh, this small guard.
Damn Lee Summit kid, dude.
Yeah, freaking, who was it? Gosh, I can't remember.
Shamet,
yes, Landry Shamet, his own teammate, friendly fire.
Right.
And so he goes to the locker room. He's missing minutes. Everyone's like, "Oh no, the small guard. This is what people get worried about."
Darren
4
Peterson
rounds,
right?
It's a lot to go through, and he comes back and he just forgets about it.
Right, he did, and that's what championship players do. They put that in the back of their mind, and they go out there and they ball out. Patrick Mahomes. How many times have we seen this guy come back and play? On bum ankles, on bum knees, on bum legs, whatever. Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, exactly. Bum play calling at times, bum wide receivers, bum running backs, all of that stuff. But he still finds a way to go out there and play, and still finds a way to go out there and dominate. And again, there's certain players that are just a different level above everybody else. And I think we're starting to see Jalen Brunson kind of fall into that category because he got out there and he gutted it out, and he was dynamite when they needed him to be.
I would also like to not pivot, but piggyback on that, because you say there's players. I think there are players. There are guys that can be there, but then there's a different player that steps up when it's clutch time.
Absolutely.
And obviously Mahomes can do it for 3 quarters, but we always talk about Mahomes in moments, right? Like the San Francisco 49er play. That was in the first half, wasn't it? Or maybe it was in the third quarter.
Which one?
When he hits Conley in the corner.
Oh, Conley in the corner. That was a first half.
That wasn't a moment.
Yeah, but for you and I, it was, though.
Right,
Yeah.
That was the arrival for us. And everybody's got theirs. And don't forget, our summer story sessions are going to be today with Eric Stonestreet. Tease to that. He'll tell you his moment when he knew Mahomes was here. And I'm sure you all have the same one. But, that wasn't a moment. But, when WASP happened,
that's a moment.
That was like a fourth quarter. We're down 11, and I'm just
that's putting your nuts on the table. Not many athletes can do that.
Or the drum set. And when I saw that, you start to pick that apart, and you go back and you think of Reggie Jackson in October. You think of, and he was always good. And then you think of Jeter in November, where it's okay, here's this time. What's he going to do? And then last year in the World Series, you saw Shohei Ohtani do it in a game in which he pitched, and then he hits the home runs, and you're like, how do people not realize?
That gave me goosebumps.
Right? How do people not realize? And that's what makes them great, is that they don't realize that a season, a playoff, a game is on the line. It's just another second. It's just another time. It's just another quarter. And Jalen Brunson's that guy. And this wasn't the first time. It wasn't the second time. It wasn't the third time. And the smallest guy on the court in the biggest play, nobody's going to talk about. And it was a batted ball rebound that he tipped up, and then he hits right back in the corner and splashes a 3. And it's in that moment where, I think when we watch these type of games, you go, you don't think about it, but when you go back and think about the game after you kind of calm down, let the smoke settle, you're like, if that doesn't happen, that's a 6-point swing.
Sure.
And a massive part of the game. And I know there's probably some people that didn't watch it, but if you were on the borderline or you were tightroping, if you were going to watch the finals and you watched last night, mother effer, you're in for the rest of this one. I can guarantee you that, because this is far from over. And this is Wemby after the game.
It's obviously, I mean, it's not we've been down in a series before, never in the finals, obviously.
Thank you for clarifying.
But I'm not kicking myself about anything, really. I mean, I'm not worried the slightest.
And this is the first time the Knicks have had a one-game or a lead in the finals since June 14th, 1994, when OJ was heading down the freeway.
He looks scared.
Scared.
I mean, that's the last time. That day is the last time that the New York Knicks had a lead in the NBA Finals.
We have on the phone with us as well Robert Higgins, who lives in the neighborhood and is on the ground and can see inside the van. Mr. Higgins.
Yes, how are you?
Just about as tense as you are, sir.
Oh, my Lord, this is quite the tensest.
What can you see?
Oh, what I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at the van, and I see OJ kind of slouching down, looking very, very upset. Now, look at here. He look very upset. I don't know what he gonna be doing.
Can you see him doing anything specific? Is he merely sitting there?
He is just sitting around, just looking like he'd be very nervous.
Can you hear anything, Mr. Higgins?
It's just too much commotion. I'd be in the back of a news van, so I can't really hear that good, but I can see it all. And I see OJ. Man, and he looks scared.
It's an all-timer.
And nothing's better than Skip Bayless tweeting 8 hours ago, the final lights are just too bright for the Knicks tonight.
Oh, my God. I
hold my beer.
I had my retweet button this morning, and I was going to retweet Skip Bayless today, but I'm like, we've all made these bad, takes before on social media. So, but that's
Hey, X-World, is me, yours truly. Boy, what a beautiful day it is.
Yeah, Emmanuel Acho had one too. One quarter to the NBA Finals. Jalen Brunson's affirming the concerns people have about small guards. The closer you get, the more physical it gets. So far, Brunson's body's betraying him.
Does anybody care what Emmanuel Acho has? Like, has that guy
about the
ever
NBA?
been?
No.
About anything really.
But
has that
especially
guy
about the NBA.
been right about anything?
Yeah, probably. But probably like Mahomes or something. But probably
He was right to answer Joy's text.
In honor of the 50th anniversary of their first publication, Random House will be releasing special commemorative issues of many Dr. Seuss classics. The first to hit the bookshelves will be Green Eggs and Ham and OJ is Guilty.
I don't know what I'm laughing at more, Dusty or that.
I mean, I'd have said yes, I'll come over.
In other book news, Prince Charles released an autobiography in which he states that he never loved Princess Di and that his father pressured him to marry her. The book is entitled, Of Course OJ Did It. I mean, come on.
But I think the other storyline, if you take away Brunson in the fourth quarter, was just Karl Anthony Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns was huge. Huge.
Yep. And then on the other side, Wemby in the fourth quarter, got to figure out some offense. We've talked about it before. He can do everything. He's going to have to, in his career, he's 22. It's no rush, but he needs to find his easy button. We talk about that Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. He's got to figure out, is that going to be a turnaround jump shot? Is that going to be, I'm going to get to the block and I'm going to learn post-ups? Is that going to, it could be a million things, but he's got to have two moves where he can go to. And in the fourth quarter, he went back to that kind of baby deer mode. Purposeful misses, trying to get his own rebounds. He doesn't need to be doing that. They're not going to let him do it. They didn't last night. And Brunson, we mentioned the offense, 1 for 14 were the Spurs when he was the primary defender. He's not a great defender. He's small, but he does his job. He's in the right spot, and he has 100% effort 100% of the time. And it showed up last night. 1 for 14 as the primary defender. That's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was a really fun basketball game to watch. It had everything.
Lit.
And I'll be honest with you, man, the way that New York took over that place last night too, it at times sounded like a Knicks home game in that building. I was really surprised. But they didn't sell that game out last night, guys. There were still tickets available as of yesterday to buy through the Spurs box office. Nosebleeds, $1,100. Who's buying that?
I don't know. That arena looks sick, though. The way they do the color scheme.
The color's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait for their new arena to open, though. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be sick.
It's gonna be really good when they have that new arena and everything that they're doing down in San Antonio downtown. It's going to be fun, man.
Also, the other thing I can't wait is to get tanked in San Antonio and ride that little pontoon down. Like
fun.
when they showed that at night, I was like, I want to do that.
Very romantic. Grab you a girl, go down there and go to Boudreaux's. We'll have a great restaurant. We'll go. I'll take you.
Be holding my hand.
Do you hear that? I hear pages rattling. I think Mac's OTA notebook is getting cracked.
We get
back to it on the other side.
OJ.
I know that I'm hard is what Mac is saying over and over again since yesterday at 11:30 here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
I know that I'm hard.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Heartland Men's Health want you to come pay them a visit because they know when you do, everything will be awesome when you go see my friends at Heartland Men's Health because performance does matter in those intimate moments. You don't want ED to get in the way. And the truth is, most men don't have to live with it anymore. And you may be surprised by how the right treatment can improve your love life. Heartland Men's Health delivers advanced medical science and proven therapies to treat erectile dysfunction. And Heartland Men's Health uses advanced medical science to empower male performance with therapies that go far beyond those pills. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. And some treatments can even have you last an hour or more. Heartland Men's Health is successfully treating men right here in Kansas City, and they're ready for you. So call them today and find out why their advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Schedule a consult with Heartland Men's Health. Your initial visit is $99 and includes a medical consult, a TNPSA test, and, if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. They have 3 locations to serve you: Overland Park, Independence between Blue Springs and Lee Summit, and North Kansas City. So call them today, 844-447-6600, or visit heartlandmenshealth.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
What if you could have the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? During the Xfinity Summer Savings Event, now through June 15th, new customers can get our best price on gig Wi-Fi, just $50 a month for 5 years. And get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense. Plus, add one line of Xfinity Mobile Select and you can save an average of $60 a month over Verizon and AT&T. You can even try it free for a year. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities during the Xfinity Summer Savings Event. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Savings based on 1 gig internet and 1 mobile select line compared to similar Verizon and AT&T plans over 5 years. After 12 months, regular rates apply to mobile select. Xfinity internet required. Speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Hey, it's Dusty Likens. The world's game at BetMGM is here. Bet on the soccer showdowns with 2 up early payout so that if you're up 2, BetMGM will pay you. That's right. Let's say you put your money on Leo Messi in Argentina. They go up too early in the first half. Well, BetMGM will pay you. That's right. Place a pre-game straight match result bet on any tournament game. If at any point your team is up by 2 goals, you will instantly win your bet. Then enjoy BetMGM's same-game parlays, daily promotions, player props, and so much more for the world's game. You like Ronaldo in Portugal, you like Harry Kane in England, whoever it may be, don't miss your shot at an early win with 2 up early payout to get paid out if at any point your team is up by 2 goals. Regardless of the final outcome of the match, make it a tournament to remember with BetMGM. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 and older only. Missouri only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply. Please gamble responsibly.
The countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here, for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Hey, it's Bobby Witt Jr., and you're listening to the home of the Royals, 96.5 The Fan.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Missouri side, you may encounter a lingering slowdown 435 northbound past 210. Earlier construction had you down to 1 lane, but that is clearing and things are improving. Still heavy around Parvin, though. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Cranking it along on a Thursday.
You playing songs from the last time the Knicks were in the NBA Finals?
Exactly right.
It is. I think, yeah.
Amish Paradise?
Yeah.
Amish Paradise, yes.
What's he saying then? We pump the butter once or twice, living in the Amish Paradise?
Yeah.
Weird Al. He'll be at Morton Salt Arena here soon.
I knew
He's
that,
the opening act, yeah.
I knew that version long before the real version of the song.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
Shout out to Coolio and Dangerous Minds. As the Knicks go up 1-0, the game 2 will be Friday night at 7:30. Can't think of a better time than that.
It's awesome.
Friday, 7:30.
Pumped.
Or as most people will start watching it Friday at 9. Because
that's crazy to think
That's
about.
it. No,
yeah.
it is true. You start Friday at 9 o'clock. When's the fourth quarter going to start, right, with the NBA game? And there you go. You watch because the fourth quarter last night was mesmerizing. I mean, we were talking in the break about how good Karl Anthony Towns was defensively against Wembanyama. I mean, it was insane to watch that guy go out there and play last night. I really feel good for him. And again, I keep going back to maybe this is how we unlock some of these Chiefs wide receivers. Just get that new voice, that new coach, that new direction that can kind of, move these guys forward and give them the opportunity to take that next step. Because the only thing that's really different this year from Karl Anthony Towns to last year is the coach, right? I mean, he's the player. The player doesn't change all that much from one season to the next. But that new coach, that new voice, man, I think that's so key for where Karl Anthony Towns is right now.
And let the memes start. As they said last night, Wembanyama was 2 of 12 with Karl Anthony Towns guarding him. Hater Report tweets out a picture of Chet Holmgren in Wemby's uniform saying, Wemby when Mitchell Robinson and Cat play defense on him.
Show him that. Show him that. Absolutely, I'm showing him that. He's that type of player, man.
Yeah.
I took that personally. Like, he will make Cat his new enemy. Let's go.
We'll
That's
see.
exactly what they need.
He's also 22 and sounds like he's a 40-year-old man.
He does, yeah. I mean, the more I read about that guy, it's really remarkable. I mean, just everything that he does. That's why he is going to be, when it's all said and done, probably the greatest of this generation. I don't know that he'll be the greatest of all time. But of this generation, like, he's doing things as a 22-year-old that people start doing at 40 to try to slow down the aging process, right? Yeah. Like, he's doing it right now at 22, and that shows that he's dialed in and he cares about all that stuff because it does matter. Everything that you put into your body, matters. I was talking to a buddy of mine, my friend Britt. I'll just say it. He's like, yeah, I like to work out, so I can eat. I'm like, no, the fuel what you put in is the most important thing for you. You can work out all you want. Dick Vermeil told me one time, he goes, you got a fork problem. It's like, he says, you can't outrun your fork. And I go, you're right. And that's ultimately where it ends up. We all have the fork problem. But at 22 as an athlete, he's got this figured out already.
Yeah.
He's going to be one step ahead of the curve with all of that,
Yeah, and it's going to be fun to see him on the fly have to adjust because he will.
Yep.
I mean, last night was not his night offensively. Defensively, he's always going to have a presence. It's hard for him not to.
How could you not?
Jeez. But yeah, I mean, unacceptable offensive performance. And I think he also said, we played his clip of I'm not worried. His after that, the elongated cut is also saying, I feel like I don't need to play good. I just need to play normal, which I think some Knicks fans will be like, what? You don't need to play good against us? I think he's saying I don't need to do. I did too much.
Yeah, he's got other guys that can help.
Yes, let the game come to you. He hit that step back three to make it go from 8 to 5 with about 4 minutes to go. Then a timeout from the Knicks. He came back out of that timeout reinvigorated, but too excited. Give me the ball. It's my time. It's no. Let the game come to you. We got 4 minutes left. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. It's obviously. I mean, it's that we've been down in a series before, never in the finals, obviously. But I'm not kicking myself about anything, really. I mean, I'm not worried the slightest.
Mac, you more excited about Game 2 Friday night at 7:30 or more excited for this damn football season to start?
Gosh.
I know that I'm hard. Crack the notebook, brother.
Both. Yeah,
you got a lot on it. Speaking of that, before we get to that, here's a baller move that I want to throw out to you guys. Did you guys know this? Jackson Dart, Odell Beckham Jr., and a bunch of teammates flew down last night for the game on a private jet, watched the game, flew back, and they're going to be at practice today. That's a baller move. This is the private jet life I tell you guys about. That's the first thing I'm doing if I ever get money is the private jet. That kind of stuff right there, to be able to do that. Let's hop the jet after practice, fly down, watch the game, fly back, and be at practice in the morning.
What'd they take, Air Force One?
They did.
I kid. Mac, your notebook. Come on, we got fun, right?
Let's go. Yes, we do. Let's start with practice real quick. Patrick Mahomes. I mean, you told me to look at him, Bob. I did.
Yep. You got a little spin move on your camera there.
Man, yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that on my Twitter page.
80,000 people engaged with it, man. I think half the city saw it.
Dude, he did a little. If he didn't, he did a throw. It's almost like, is he walking gingerly?
He always walks gingerly. I don't want to hear people say that.
Because we had a couple comments I started the clip nervous, but then he immediately eradicates that because he just does a quick skip, hop, spin on both legs.
You know why? Because he knows people are watching.
Yeah, exactly. No, he knows everybody.
Mac Morris, they're filming.
Yeah. Exactly. People forget.
There's that kid.
This is entertainment. This is not sports. This is entertainment, okay? It's entertainment. E in ESPN stands for entertainment. So they know that their people are watching. They're going to entertain, get that buzz going, do a couple of cool things. You absolutely know they've talked about, all right, let's do something cool for the cameras while they're here for those 10 minutes and put it out there on tape. I mean, that's what. But I don't want to hear about anybody talking about Mahomes walking gingerly. That guy has walked on eggshells his entire career here in Kansas City. So if anybody's throwing that noise out there, they're either a hater or stupid.
Yeah, he's got his hands up. He does his little
he's been doing that since day one.
Yes, him and Kat have the zesty, sassy walk. It's great. So no, he looked fantastic. He looked. I mean, I don't know if it's possible for him to look better than he did last week, but it felt like even just 1 week of progress, he's healthy, man. There's no doubt. If there's one iota of a percentage of people out there that are saying, I don't know.
No, there are, I'm sure, yeah.
We'll stop it.
His progress, his middle name?
Yes, of course, yes. Mm-hmm. And the other clip that I had out there was him being under center with Kenneth Walker, and I think people were really, intrigued to see that, him being under center. Not only is that, a movement for a quarterback, kind of that grapevine movement with your knees, something that you have to kind of be coordinated. The swelling could be a problem, all those sorts of things. He did that wonderfully. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, Ken Walker juking out Eric Bieniemy and his infamous gray beard. Got to talk to him as well. And
Eric Bieniemy tried to tackle Kenneth Walker yesterday.
No, but it looked like it.
Oh, man.
He looks like a linebacker trying to fill the gap, man. It's awesome.
Maybe I'm just not had ever looked at Ken Walker like I have now that he's in a Chiefs uniform.
Yeah, right. We don't. Yeah.
I didn't know he was that big of a
unit. You see his muscles on his legs?
Same. I mean, and they aren't AI. Those are
that's real.
I've seen him in Seattle and always thought he was like a sturdy, stout running back, but seeing him at OTAs and watching your videos and stuff like that, I'm like, man, his neck is huge.
Dude. He's massive. Yes. And that's why I think when you mention his explosiveness and his burn top speed, people are like, no, he's too big. Well, that's what's crazy is he was top 3 in explosive plays as a running back last year.
Wait. Too big?
Well, I remember a couple weeks ago, Dusty was talking about how top speed, and we had some texters being like, he can't burn. And it's like, yeah, I know his size will deceive you. He's not just I'm going to get 4 yards in a cloud of dust. I'm going to truck your linebacker. He will break it, and he did it last year. Again, top 3 in explosive plays.
Yeah, we saw that, though. I mean, that was evident last year when he was playing. Why would people say that he can't do that? He's too big for that. Like, this is the overanalyzation, I think, right now.
Exactly.
Oh, he's too big. He doesn't have top speed. What games have you watched? Well, I saw a spreadsheet. Oh, okay.
Saw a little bit of your boy, Emmett Johnson.
Yeah, how did he look?
Doing work with the running backs, which obviously, and then he comes over and does some work with the wide receivers, which I love. Some route running, catching in traffic, stuff like that. He's got hands, and he catches like he's trained to be a wide receiver, and that's what we've seen in college.
Yeah, which is good, though. I think if you want your running backs to catch the ball out of the backfield, why not work with a great wide receiver coach like we have now to teach you how to catch that ball. Again, I keep going back to the coaching and how much a difference it's going to make just by having Chad O'Shea here. I really do believe that. Again, the Karl Anthony Towns playing so much better with Mike Brown. Coaches can make that big difference, and that's why I'm willing to give these wide receivers an opportunity. Now, if we get to October and nobody's playing any better, it's a different conversation. But as we sit here right now, I am just excited about the new voice and the new coach, and it sure seems like they are making a difference out there, Mac.
Somebody says Mahomes has the brisk walk of a dad at the airport.
Yes.
A little bit.
Terminal 26. Terminal 26.
We're 2 hours early, Dad. Fine.
Hey, Dad, wait up.
Well, let's get to some Chad O'Shea stuff, right? So we got to talk to a lot of the assistant coaches yesterday. Very insightful. Chad O'Shea, I'll say, keep it simple. That is one of his big mantras. Keep it simple.
Less is more.
Yes, less is more. We don't need to cloud your minds. Catch the football. Let's get open. That's what it seemed a lot of. He loves this game.
So they're not giving these guys a bunch of information. They're just going out there and saying, let's just go through the basics, and once we get the basics, we'll be fine.
Yes, here's footwork. Here's fundamentals. Here's how we're going to get open. Yes, exactly right. And we're going to catch the football.
Yeah.
He loves this game. I mean, the standard is clear, and we saw that last week in the video of him kind of screaming, getting at those guys to get going. I mean, the standard is really clear. And he talked about his time in Cleveland and how he learned how to fight through some adversity. Because obviously winning those Super Bowls in New England and then, goes to Cleveland. I mean, big juxtaposition there.
Stinky.
And he was able to kind of learn a lot of things about himself and about how to be a better coach. He mentioned Xavier Worthy and he mentioned his speed. And then I was able to ask him and say, okay, we know he's fast. What other attributes to being a good wide receiver do you see in Xavier Worthy? Chad O'Shea saying, coachable and not an error repeater. Those were his first two words.
That's big, though.
Huge.
Yeah, because, I know with you make the same mistake the third time. I'm like, enough. But I'm being serious. Like, that is big right there, not making the same mistake over again. That means you are learning. That means you are listening.
Yes.
And immediately I thought about now he's going to know where the sidelines are. Again, I just don't think these wide receivers the last couple of years, guys, were being coached properly. Maybe not even coached at all.
And Xavier Worthy especially is a guy who comes in more raw and really with one A-plus skill, and that's speed, and all the other fundamentals he doesn't have, and they don't have a coach really able to pour into him. And he's a coachable guy. He's saying, give me things to learn. That wasn't there. That seems to be there now.
How old was Connor Embry, too? I mean, you're essentially having a wide receiver coach that is kind of the same age as those players were that were out there on the field, give or take a couple of years, right? And so you didn't have the proper voice in place. You didn't have the proper experience in place. And if you're a player or anybody and somebody's trying to tell you how to do your job and you look at them and you're like, what kind of street cred do you have? And the answer is none. It's hard for you to look at them as a leader and somebody that you're going to follow. And so they went and took a guy who was a neophyte in coaching, and this Connor Embry guy, got him out and did a complete 180, which is what you normally do. And you fired the offensive guy, you hired the defensive guy. You had a guy with no experience, and you went and had a guy with 17 years experience. Yes. His institutional knowledge should just make these guys better.
Well, and that initial respect factor is not talked about enough, but it is there. It's human nature, right? Like, am I going to, take all of what you say without a grain of salt? Am I going to question what you say? Am I going to be skeptical? And Chad O'Shea has this resume. He's won Super Bowls. He's worked with some of the best wide receivers the NFL's seen.
Yeah.
And they can look up Randy Moss. They can look up Wes Welker. They can look up these receivers and say, oh, wow, okay. They can see clips of them talking about Chad O'Shea. Connor Embry, that wasn't existing.
Right.
And that also is showing a lot in DeMarco Murray. These running backs, I mean, they know him.
Yeah.
He played with Derrick Henry. He played with guys who are still playing. They can look up DeMarco Murray highlights, and they're not in black and white. They're from 10 years ago, and he looks like a badass. So they're going to respect him right off the rip. Kenneth Walker, you don't have to worry about that. But those younger guys coming in, being a part of this system,
it got to the point, though, I think, with Andy Reid, where we just focused on Andy Reid, and as coaches graduated to other systems, they never really properly backfilled. Or maybe they thought they were by giving a guy like Connor Embry an opportunity, which I love Andy Reid for, man. You can never fault a guy for giving somebody an opportunity. And also, they realized he was the wrong person. They gave him that opportunity. It stopped working. They stopped winning. It was time to move on. The players were not developing under Connor Embry, and so it is just time to move on. I love the fact that Andy gave him that opportunity, though, but I also understand where Andy realized this is not the right opportunity anymore.
A couple quick notes before we get to some accountability from our guy Eric Bieniemy, and a cut from him. Some quick notes. Butker hitting from 60 yesterday multiple times, looking good.
So we're good on him now.
That's what it seems right now. It's June.
Okay.
But it seems like hitting from 60 with ease yesterday.
Is that a big feat anymore in the NFL?
No. That's what when I heard it.
60 is. 50, 60? No. 60 still. I mean, you're kicking it from the 50-yard line.
No, you're right. It's a feat. Yeah. It's a feat. It's not like what it was.
And I didn't mean that to be derogatory at all and poo-poo a 60-yard field goal. I'm just like, because like back in my day, a 37-yard field goal was like, holy crap, that's a long one. Now we're kicking 60-yarders like it's nobody's business.
Dave Tobe was asked about, can anyone give you what Leo did on special teams? No hesitation, no pause, no. That was it. So, no.
That was his guy.
Leo Chenal was talked about multiple times from multiple coaches. His presence will be missed both from a culture and locker room standpoint, but
that's a
on the field.
OTA kind of question. You know, while it's still fresh, and then once we get to training camp, it'll be, oh, yeah, remember that guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Old friend alert tweets will come out.
Yes, they will. You're absolutely right about that. But there is something to be said when you lose a guy that was one of your glue guys, you know?
Yeah.
Yep, yeah, Spags almost brought to tears when mentioning Leo, Trent, and Jalen Watson and those guys. Got to see them at, I can't remember whose wedding.
Yeah,
Karloftis' wedding. Got to see them. Was really excited about that.
One thing that I saw Spags say yesterday.
I was about to get something.
Okay, get to it then. I'll follow up with you.
Well, no, I was about to say I asked him about Peter Woods because we've talked about his two physical presence. One, he was super big. One, a little more lean in 2024. He says he loves him where he's at right now, about 305, 310. He says this last season he was maybe a little bit bigger, and he's lost about 15 pounds from 325 down to 310. He loves this physical.
305.
I know.
I saw a couple of quotes from him, though. We know Spags does not like young players, and so you got to really impress. And he's like, I don't know about Omar Norman Lott. We got to get him healthy. And then he was talking about Peter Woods. He's like, I guess, we've seen some things out of him. I don't know. Like, he refuses to celebrate the young guys.
He said he's focused and he's locked in.
Yeah.
How did my boy Mansour Delane look yesterday? Did you see any of him going down?
A little bit of him. He's great. The defensive backs were close to us. They were doing some drills of like zone, kind of where's your responsibility. He's in those one drills. I mean, he's being talked to like he's a starter. And like
he should be,
And he should be, absolutely. So it seems like we're trucking along there on track.
I mean, you traded up for that guy. If he's not starting on opening day, what are we doing?
What are we doing? Yeah, riot, exactly. This was Eric Bieniemy when I asked him about accountability and what it means to him. Coach, it feels like in this city, accountability and your name are synonymous. What does that word mean to you, and how do you implement it into a culture?
Well, it means, like I've said before, indirectly, we impact each other's lives, okay? So it's about making sure that guys are doing the right things the right way when required to. Because if I'm giving them the wrong information and the wrong insight, I'm screwing over them. And I'm not giving this organization an opportunity to be successful. In return, if a player is not taking his work home and studying, all right, and coming to work not prepared for the day, guess what? He's screwing over us. So we got to make sure that we understand that we impact each other, okay? It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about the greater good of everybody in this organization.
Damn right.
Because what we do, all right, impacts each other. So we got to make sure that we're focused on doing the right things the right way.
That's Pastor EB right there.
That's right.
Damn right.
Yeah,
and the
go.
Lord said, come down at One Arrowhead Drive, and you better pray that you have enough gas in the tank to be accountability-wise.
Do they listen to him and take that to heart? Because I mean, but I'm talking to everybody there because he is like making like, you do these projects at work and you're relying on everybody else and somebody doesn't, like my kids are dealing with it, at school with group projects. There's always that one person who doesn't pull their weight and you're like, God, you're bringing the whole group down. You're doing that in the NFL. Think about the impact you're having on everybody. If you're in the NFL and you're not doing what you're supposed to do for the group project, you're effing over Mahomes, Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy, 52 other guys in that locker room, the entire organization, the city.
Indirectly in the locker room.
But it's true. I mean, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you're just having this negative impact on everybody else, and everybody suffers because you suck at your job.
I'm just ready to see him in July.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's nice now. It's syllabus week right now for the students. Wait till you get to midterms and you get to St. Joe and the heat.
Ooh, it's hot and Eric Bieniemy's in your face.
And he becomes a pastor from that to like a, whatever.
Drill sergeant.
Yeah.
I hope we get to talk to him again soon. He said he was surprised Andy Reid called him after the season. That was the only... Just one little tidbit. I wrote it down. I want to ask him about that again. Why were you surprised? What was that call like?
You leave and you probably don't think you're ever going to go back. I never thought I would come back here when I went to St. Louis. Like you'd ever have those thoughts.
Over.
Right. Everybody does. That's just the kind of the way that life works. And then, doors open and things happen and here you end up. So I guarantee you when Eric Bieniemy left here, he never thought he would be back in Kansas City.
He talked a lot about Ken. I think him and Ken Walker are in love.
Good.
I mean, they're one and the same, right? They're cut from the same
Are
cloth.
they more in love than Reid and Mahomes? And I don't mean that jokingly, but I mean like
level.
I think it's going to be that same level. They are. I mean, he bloviated about him. I mean, he went on and on about Ken Walker. He hates being wrong. Ken Walker hates being wrong. He studies in the film room. He wants to know everything. He's attentive. He wants whys and hows. Basically, Eric Bieniemy talked about like, listen, the on the field stuff, like he's good at. My job is to figure out, all right, what is next? I know he can juke. I know he can spin, stiff arm. He can catch the ball. He's a good blocker.
Yeah.
What now in between the ears can we do to make him a better running back? I love it.
What I think Eric Bieniemy can be to Ken Walker is what everybody can be in their kitchen. You can make hamburger helper from the box, but you can also elevate it to make it something different and better than it originally is. And whether that's adding peppers and onions in a different seasoning, sure. Now, you can just leave it in the box and be satisfied, but Eric Bieniemy is going to bring that portion out of Ken Walker where it's like, this is a different running back that we saw in Seattle. It's the same thing. It's the same body, makeup, person, skill set, but now Eric Bieniemy has opened another sort of element to his game that can elevate him in this role with the Kansas City Chiefs, because what we said is he's always been a 1-2 punch. It was always him and Charbonnet.
Yep.
And I know that... what's his face from Arizona's on this team?
DeMarcado.
And they still have
Emmett Johnson.
And all that. But like, I think Eric Bieniemy's gonna be like, yes, you have these guys, but damn it, it's you. Like you are the guy. You're the guy I'm giving the ball to when it matters all the time. Like I'm gonna give you 20 to 25 handoffs a game. Yes, you've got 15, but let's focus on what we can do to make this team better, because he said it in that speech. Indirectly, everybody's got to help each other out within the four walls of this building, and it's a team concept sort of thing. So,
how much better, too, is Ken Walker going to be by having Andy Reid as opposed to, whoever he had in Seattle for the last couple of years as an offensive coordinator, too? I mean, he's going from, yes, a Super Bowl champ, but he's going to an organization that I believe has so much better offensive infrastructure in place as well. And if Ken Walker was able to do what he did in Seattle last year and really put on a show in the postseason, let's think about what he can do here with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes and all these guys. Like Karl Anthony Towns, again, a year ago wasn't great, elevated his game. Last year, obviously, Ken Walker was really good, but with coaching, he could elevate his game even further, too. And Seattle's going to be looking around going, damn, we let the wrong guy go.
We'll get back to that notebook of Mac Morey's, but next on the other side, we get to two different ticket things you can do. One, you have control of. The other one, you have no control of. Here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
Hey, it's Bobby Witt Jr., and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball, 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're waking up this morning and you're saying to yourself, man, I can't lift my arms, I can't get out of bed, I can't walk down the stairs, I need some help. Well, I've got the answer for you because my friends at QC Kinetics are helping folks all over Kansas City and the United States. Over 40,000 people have gotten pain relief in their joints with my friends over at QC Kinetics. Because you know what happens at QC Kinetics? You don't have to have surgery. All the procedures are done right in their office. You don't miss work. You don't have a long recovery. There's no meds involved. The inflammation calms down and the pain backs off. That's what happens when you go see QC Kinetics. And with summer being here right now, you want to get outside and enjoy life. You don't want to be looking around saying, I need a bench to sit down on because my knees are bothering me. So what you're going to do now is get that free consultation with my friends over at QC Kinetics. Call them today, 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. QC Kinetics off 435 in State Line and in Gladstone, 816-412-6299.
Baseball season is in full swing, and that means the summer heat is coming. The guys at Climate Control have been serving KC homeowners for over 35 years, and they know how to get your cooling system ready to handle our scorching hot summer weather. Stay cool and comfortable this summer. Call Climate Control today at 816-265-2830. 816-265-2830 for all your cooling, heating, and plumbing needs. Don't wait. Visit ClimateControlKC.com today. Climate Control Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
At Kansas City Proton Institute, we're delivering the future of cancer care with state-of-the-art proton therapy right here in KC. If you have breast, head and neck, or brain cancer, proton therapy may be a better treatment than conventional radiation. Don't wait. Get your second opinion at Kansas City Proton Institute. Come see Kansas City's largest, most experienced, and most advanced proton therapy team. Learn more at kcpi.com. Kansas City Proton Institute, where you see the best in KC.
Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a diamond sourcing expert, I'll tell you just how differently we source our diamonds so your engagement ring can be the most beautiful. We work directly with our diamond partners who reserve the best stones just for us. We handpick and inspect each diamond, then negotiate the best price. At Shane Company, we believe this is the only way to properly buy a diamond, because a friend goes the extra mile to make sure you get your dream diamond at your dream price. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Liberty Mutual customized this song for you. Like your car insurance, it's custom too, yeah. Liberty Mutual's got the coverage that could save you money. Thanks to Doug and Limu, well now you can go and take that cruise. Liberty, 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 yeah.
While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup this summer, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent. The future stars who are already turning heads at age 14. Because next doesn't wait for an invitation. And neither do we. Hyundai has always moved the future within reach. We did it when we made advanced safety standard on every vehicle and engineered EVs with ultra-fast charging capability. Because the future isn't some far-off concept. It's already here. Next starts now. Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Royals coverage sponsored by Renner Garage Door. Forward and back, RENNER.
Almost Andy Reid here for Renner Garage Door, America's oldest family-owned garage door company, serving both wholesale and retail markets. Free repair or replacement quotes and $100 off a new garage door.
RENNER.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Missouri side, 29 southbound, a brief slow spot at the merge with I-35. 435 moving better from 210 up to I-35. Earlier construction all gone. Delays have unwound. Heading in Lee Summit, US 50 westbound off again on again heavy from 3rd Street up to 470. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Did you consider Brett for Miller?
Did Will Chamberlain or Danny Manning, have they reached out to Wiggins?
Think I'm a goddamn fool? And also just wanted to double check that Dan Kilgore is going to practice today. I'm sick and tired of all this bullshit.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Thanks for joining us.
Seattle had a great offensive coordinator, Clint Kubiak. He was hired as Raiders head coach.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, literally not in the same conversation as Andy Reid, though. Get Ben. I mean, seriously, like not even in this. No, Andy Reid. I'm talking about. Like,
I think that's what they were referencing. That Eric Bieniemy's offensive coordinator and Ken Walker, and then he had an offensive coordinator. Right.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I was talking about the offensive, the coaching
Andy
being
Reid,
better here in Kansas City. How much better he could be just with Andy Reid, and so like
Randy Reid,
Andy Reid, any of the Reids. It's really better than whatever, but I mean that's where we are. We're talking about the infrastructure here, the infrastructure of coaching and players at Arrowhead. I think is better than the Super Bowl champs. Maybe not the players altogether, but the coaches definitely are. And so you got the opportunity now to learn under one of the best. And so you did good under whatever Kubiak, and now you get a chance to go from working with a C or B level coach to one of the best offensive coaches of all time in Andy Reid.
Sidebar. What's Ashton Genty going to look like with Mr. Kubiak as his head coach?
Hell yeah. I'm
who
excited
knows?
for that, man.
I mean, what's the rest of the offense going to look like? Are they going to have a passing game?
A line.
A line? Like all that kind of stuff. Who's going to be the quarterback out there?
Mendoza.
Yeah. I don't think so.
I mean, it will be at some point.
You think they're not going to have the gumption just to stay pat? The Chiefs did.
They should.
I mean, the Chiefs did. I mean,
different.
Well, because Alex is good, you mean?
Yeah, because they were a good team. They were winning, 11, 12 games, and they were making playoffs.
Yeah, maybe if Kirk Cousins was 8 years younger.
For sure.
It'd be like a 2-3 year plan, but now this is going to be like Sid's 10-year plan from Big Daddy.
Isn't that even, though, a better reason to let this guy go out there and play it and have another bad year and accumulate a higher pick?
And go get Jeremiah Smith to pair with Mendoza and Bowers.
Like start looking forward like that and go, maybe that's why you do start Mendoza then, because he's going to stink or whatever early. But no, you play Kirk Cousins all year long. You take your lumps. You stick to your plan. Like, if you have a plan and you deviate from that plan, you screw yourself. It happens all the time in sports. Bring a guy up too early when they're not ready because you're in panic mode, you ruin that guy. Put a guy in at quarterback when he's not ready to go on a bad team, you ruin that guy too. We've seen so many quarterbacks ruined by coaches in bad situations because the infrastructure, again, around them wasn't good enough. And so you're putting this young quarterback out there with not the best plan in place. So go out there and lose your ass if you're the Raiders and take another top 5 pick.
I think you'll see a lot of similarities from what New England did with Drake May. I think about week 7 or 8, 9-ish, whatever, when it's, kind of like, well, there's nothing he can do wrong. The season's over. It may not be. But I could see that kind of being the process of like, hey, we're, week 9 and we're 3-6.
But does that gain you anything moving forward?
Kind of helped New England.
I think it's nice.
I'm not saying he's Drake May. Not saying that.
No. But I mean, I think New England was in like a better spot to win than where the Raiders are. I don't know.
Well, at the time, their offensive line was ass. And Jacoby Brissett was getting just mauled back there. And it was like, you're really going to put this rookie in there to get completely shell-shocked? And maybe that worked? I don't know, because then the next year they're, in the Super Bowl?
They were ready. Yeah, and he was ready. I think 2 months is better than 2 weeks. Like, that's what I'm worried about. It being week 3, and it's like, all right, here's coming down. Like, we sat for 2 weeks.
It's a tough trigger to pull. Is it too early, or is it just right? It's the whole Goldilocks theory.
But if you have a plan in place, like you got a new coach, right? New coach is in place right now.
And Tom Brady.
And Tom Brady's there. You're basically a new organization. Who are you trying to prove yourself to? You don't have to sell tickets. Everybody who buys them is a visiting team fan anyway. Out there, it's Las Vegas. Every entertainment venue sells out. It's not that big a deal that you have to move tickets or cultivate a fan base. I think the best thing you do right now this year is let the old guy play, let the young kid learn, and take your lumps. It's okay to do that. And it's not like you've got a 2-year plan where you got to turn this thing around. You got a new head coach in place. Let everybody kind of take their lumps, get more draft picks, and go at it again next year with your number 1 guy. That's what I would do.
100%.
That's what I would do.
The ceiling, the absolute ceiling, everything goes best case scenario for the Raiders. Like, seriously, is what, 8 wins?
Maybe.
Maybe. So what are you doing?
Yeah.
Lose.
Yeah.
Jared Verse, newly acquired defensive end for the Cleveland Browns, told Bridget Condon, I've always been doubted my whole life. It definitely puts a chip on my shoulder, and there might be a ticket out there for Defensive Player of the Year.
I'm telling you, if you're looking for a sneaky one, that's the guy you put some money on, like a long-term shot, because Jared Verse, and I quote tweeted that because I heavily rolled my eyes at. I've been doubted my whole life. 2-time All-American, 19th overall pick, and Defensive Rookie of the Year. Who's doubting you? Can somebody tell me who's doubting you?
The Rams.
You know, you were the 19th overall pick, Defensive Rookie of the Year, and a 2-time All-American in college. Literally nobody has ever doubted you. But that's what the great athletes are able to do. They are able to create these faux scenarios around them to create the ability to move forward. I mean, Bill Self does it all the time with KU. Nobody respects us. You're the 1 overall seed. Tom Brady, nobody respects us. You're the greatest dynasty of all time. Patrick Mahomes, nobody believes in us. You've just won 3 Super Bowls in 5 years. What do you mean nobody believes in you? The best of the best have that way to create that edge. And while I was hard rolling my eyes at what Jared Verse is saying, that nobody ever, respected him and he's doubted it his whole life, I understand why he's doing that, because he is so good at what he does. He needs that extra motivation. And now he's got even more motivation, guys. He's going, man, I got traded by the Rams to Cleveland. This sucks. I want to get out of here. So play your ass off. I think that's a sneaky little play for Defensive Player of the Year right there.
Currently, Jared Verse is plus 1,400 to win Defensive Player of the Year. Better odds than T.J. Watt, Brian Burns, Micah Parsons, Daniil Hunter, Trey Hendrickson, Jalen Carter, Fred Warner. Your leader in the clubhouse is the obvious, Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Followed by Will Anderson, Max Crosby, and Aiden Hutchinson.
Where's that one guy from Green Bay who blew his knee out that came from Dallas, Michael Parson?
Plus 1,800.
He's plus 1,800.
Because he's not going to be ready.
I know, but that's what I'm asking. Like, he's only plus 1,800. He's going to miss the first month and a half of the season.
Yeah, Green Bay has like a 9-month policy. Is what the organization has. If you've torn your ACL multiple times, you have to sit out at least 9 months.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy. Everybody's their own person, though. Like, I understand what they're saying, and I get that they don't want to get burned, but everybody heals at a different rate, as we're seeing. And
did you watch the Herd yesterday? That was one of Colin's takes, too. Because they were talking about Daniel Jones coming back. Yeah. And he was like, maybe people just heal differently than other people.
Right. We've always put injuries in a box. I mean, like, we've always said, Achilles, you're done for the year. ACL, done for the year.
Tommy John, 1 year, never the same.
Right. But how do we know that? We don't know how guys heal. And especially if they're younger, they're going to heal a lot faster. Like, stop putting these injuries in a box. And that's why I don't, these quacks that come on radio shows and talk about injuries they've never seen.
Dr. Chow.
Yeah. You don't know what these guys are doing, what's happening internally inside of these cats.
Don't make fun of Dr. Chow. Don't let Gold hear you, man.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Gold, why?
Oh, he's defender. Dr. Chow defender.
Oh, he's a Dr. Chow truther?
Oh,
They're boys.
Yeah, big time.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Yes. That's who fixed
Alex?
that's who fixed his nose.
Oh, he got surgery from Dr. Chow.
You might need surgery in your bank account if you want to go to the Knicks game.
I mean, my God. Any game.
1,100 at face value for a nosebleed?
Last night. The game didn't sell out last night, guys. There were still tickets. And the reason there's tickets available is because they're $1,100 a piece.
I'm good. I had a really good seat last night for free.
Absolutely. I was talking to one of the guys at the J yesterday. He goes, have you heard what these KU baseball tickets are going to go for? I go, no. He goes, I've heard like $3,000.
That's going on sale tomorrow.
That's absurd.
Tomorrow or today?
Tomorrow. I think
tomorrow
it's Friday.
Is it Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's absurd.
Isn't that nuts?
That's
$3,000 or something, like, because nobody could find any ticket information. Like, there's been nothing. Go to KU Athletics website. There was nothing up until maybe today about what was going on with the tickets. So everybody's like, "What's going on?" And the guy at the J tells me, he goes, "I heard between $3 and $5 and $7 grand for some of the best seats." I'm like, "You got to be kidding me that people are paying that kind of price." I wish I had that kind of money, man.
Seriously.
Yeah,
New York.
You'd be taking a flight on Saturday and stay until Monday night.
Yeah.
I mean, you might if it was a balls move, you'd fly in Monday afternoon and fly out Monday night. If you had that kind of budget.
If you had that private jet money, hell yeah. Hey, AirShare, Executive AirShare, let's go. Sponsor me. I'll do it.
You mean to land it in the Odyssey parking lot?
No. I had somebody last night tell me, they go, "Your parking lot is really terrible." I go, "Yeah, it's embarrassing."
It sucks.
So we couldn't land a plane there. It'd be eaten up by a pothole.
Yeah, you'd be like Sully in that pothole if it rained. Don't forget, you can get some of that gravel in the garage sale that Cody and Gold are putting on Wednesday, June 10th. 100% of the proceeds go to the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum. Auction items are available for viewing and bidding by going to 965thefan.com and clicking the pass-through link. We get back into game one that had us all at the edge of our seats going into the fourth quarter here on 96.5 The Fan. You're home. Kansas City Sports.
Fescoe and Dusty.
Every Hardee's is closed.
Well, that sucks.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you what, my friends over at Park and Go are absolutely unbelievably awesome. We just come back from a trip last week, and Park and Go is fantastic. I love the return trip more than anything with Park and Go because you're tired after a trip. You just want to get home. And the best part about it is when you walk out of that terminal with your bags, the Park and Go bus is right there, and you jump on it, and it's right back to the trunk of your car. I'm timing it now. I can get from the terminal off the plane to my house out south in under an hour with the good folks over at Park and Go. That's how convenient they are. And all of their parking is covered, so you never have to worry about your car being out in the elements when you're out of town. You're going to get a great low rate when you book at bookparkandgo.com or with their app. Prepay, that's how you save all that money, and then you show up on the day of your flight for that covered parking spot. The van will take you right to the terminal, and you'll be there relaxed and ready to go. So do what we did and join their frequent Parker program and earn points towards free parking. Reserve your spot today at bookparkandgo.com. The best deals in parking. Bookparkandgo.com. Park and Go, family owned and operated.
This is the our idea is ready to launch vision. This is the create great jobs vision. This is the we need more space vision. This is Busey, where your business visions become realizations. Through securing capital for growth and comprehensive strategies that ensure a prosperous future. Because thriving businesses mean thriving people and thriving communities. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
The world is coming to Kansas City. Is your parking lot ready? Over at Gann Asphalt and Concrete, they'll make sure that your parking lot is inviting, safe, and of course, your project being cost-effective. Find them at GannAsphalt.com. One contractor, all things parking lot.
Community Blood Center is teaming up with the Kansas City Royals for our annual Royals Weeks. Now through June 14th, help keep our blood supply strong ahead of these critical summer months. Join us to donate blood and receive 2 tickets to a select Royals home game this season. With a single donation, you could be the reason up to 3 people get out of the hospital and into the stands this summer. Schedule your donation today at savealifenow.org or call 877-468-6844.
Wow, your dad this Father's Day. Gift him perfectly aged, oh-so tender steaks and hand-selected gift packages from Omaha Steaks. Get USDA certified tender steaks at your local Omaha Steaks store at the Fountains in Overland Park, or go to omahasteaks.com for fast delivery.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvutra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvutra for ATTRCM.
With Bet365 Early Payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Missouri.
This report is brought to you by Bet365. Winning is everything. Shawnee Mission Ford, on a mission to do more. Visit our inventory at ShawneeMissionFord.com.
This is Blake Fanning with Shawnee Mission Ford. We promise to continue giving you reason to shop at Shawnee Mission Ford in 2026. Great selection of new and used vehicles, large discount, top trade allowance, and mobile service when you need it. There's no reason to go anywhere else. Shawnee Mission Ford, on a mission to do more in 26.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
North KC, 169 highway southbound. A brief slow spot in the 9 highway interchange. Past that, things move pretty well to downtown. 29 southbound, you may have to tap the brakes crossing over into the downtown loop. Otherwise, things move pretty well around town. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
The 5th annual Cody and Gold Garage Sale is back Wednesday, June 10th, with all auction items benefiting the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum. This is your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan, KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, in Odyssey Sports Station.
Can't make it up at all. From the 816, a joke about the Odyssey parking lot followed by a Gain Asphalt commercial.
Is that on the text line?
Yeah, followed by the 913. Ironic you guys just talked about the parking lot being terrible and then an ad voiced by Cody over break for an asphalt company and not letting your parking lot be in bad shape.
Yes.
We don't know the brakes are coming. Mac does, but he doesn't even remember them.
No.
He just pushes the button and then the brakes start.
Yeah, it starts.
The only thing Mac really knows what's coming up is when we have to do a live read. He puts that in. It doesn't know anything that comes up after that, but it happens every time. Man, awesome. Chris Jones, he stunk last year. Hi, this is Chris Jones. Yeah.
Really need to see Vinny Pasquantino pick it up. He has sucked at the 3-hole. You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty. This is Vinny Pasquantino. You're home for the Kansas City Royals.
I mean, this parking lot, we could have, seriously, executive air share those folks. If they want to sponsor us to go to New York for a day to watch the Knicks in Game 3, fly us there, fly us back in the same day. We're all open to that. We can have discussions. And I said they can land the plane in the Odyssey parking lot. And you go, yes, Sully style in the pothole.
And I kid about Vinny. He had a home run last night.
And I ask you this, which pothole?
Oh, the one that's kind of like off to the back right.
Oh, yes, okay.
That thing is like Lake Erie.
Yes. Yeah, you could land a small executive air share jet.
You got to call Noah to build you an ark next time it rains that much. I cannot get over the Victor Wembanyama pose for the photo. That is killing me.
I love
Mitchell
that
Robinson's
moment so much.
What the hell? And then Wemby's like,
yeah, but did you see Mitchell Robinson follow the camera? In the slow-mo replay of that guy storming the court, Mitchell Robinson trying to get in his camera shot the whole time.
What that reminded me of, because I'm such a freak of Home Alone movies, is when he goes into Duncan's toy chest and takes the picture, and Marv's like, how's my hair? And he's like, he took our picture. And Harry's angry, and Marv is smiling. Wembanyama's like, hey. And then Mitchell Robinson's like, what the hell?
Yeah, but Mitchell Robinson was definitely trying to get it. I love the fact that they show. Why can't the NFL show this stuff? What is so wrong about showing that last night? That was
gotta protect the shield.
Surprised they showed it, or surprised they had the slow-mo replay and broke it down.
I'm like breaking it down. What is going on? Play by play.
And the NFL's like, oh my God, the children can't see this at all. Meanwhile, the NBA said, now here's how we did this, and it was awesome to see that guy.
Are we going to see any repercussions from that? I mean, I know not to him, but to the league. Are we going to see barriers put up? Is something going to happen?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. I mean, we don't see it in the NFL. We don't see it in baseball. I mean, things are going to happen like that. Those are so rare.
For sure. Absolutely.
So rare. And if you start putting up barriers and stuff, then you're really infringing on people's space and the tickets they may have paid for, near the court. That just happens, man. That just happens. There's nothing you can do really to prevent that.
From the Royals diehard here, 2 home runs last night, Nick Lofton, Vinny Pasquantino. So $100 as we have this year partnered with KCUC, who is donating $50 to Prostate Cancer Foundation for every home run the boys in blue hit this season. 1 in 8 men will face prostate cancer. Early detection saves lives at KCUC, Kansas City's largest, most experienced, and most advanced urology team. UC the best in KC. Schedule today at kcuc.com. Over 50 home runs, over $2,500 already in store as they win. Last night, the Royals do win that series against the Reds. They go on to Minnesota, but the Knicks win game 1, and what I've thought is kind of playing out because I thought the Knicks would get 1 maybe in San Antonio. I thought it'd be game 2. I didn't know if they'd get game 1. We'll see what happens Friday night at 7:30 on ABC. But I still think we just have to wait and get to game 5 because I think obviously the traditional sports theory or take would be game 5 is the most pivotal game of any series. Maybe it can be game 1, but if the Knicks and Spurs split in San Antonio and then they split in the Garden, then we get game 5 in San Antonio, and then it's popcorn, M&Ms, peanuts, whatever you use to get nervous and watch sporting events. That's where the series will really take off. And one thing that we do know now that it's going to be at least a split going back to Madison Square Garden. You saw the scene last night in Times Square. It looked like they were actually playing in New York. Millions and millions of people out in the streets watching, businesses shutting down, putting TVs up so people could just come watch. That series last night, I look, if you weren't in 100%, like you were dabbing your toe in the finals water, and you weren't like us three that just cannonballed into it, you ought to be all in now because last night was great. 76-76 going to the fourth quarter. Jalen Brunson shows up.
And if you're not an NBA fan, I hate to tell you this, the next couple of weeks in
they
sports.
Don't play defense.
I know, but the next couple of weeks in sports, it's all it's going to be, guys. I hate to break that to you because this is the most compelling series we've seen in the NBA since.
I see OJ, man, and he looks scared.
Yeah, the
and
OJ chase.
And I'm not throwing shade on you. If Bob Fescoe is telling McMurray and Dusty Likens we have to hit this NBA stuff,
right?
Then you know the NBA is going.
But that's exactly right. I'm not an NBA fan, right? I am not. I'm not a huge basketball fan, but I'm in because I know what this is all about, and I know what great moments are, and I know how legacies become created. We're watching great players. We're watching greatness with the New York Knicks, guys. They've won 12 in a row in the playoffs.
The last time they lost, Mendoza hadn't been drafted.
That's right. Yeah, seriously. They've won 12 in a row in the playoffs. 12 in a row. I don't know what kind of record that is, where that stands up, how that ranks, but that's hard to do on any level. Remember the Royals won 8 in a row in the playoffs, right? Oh, my God, they won 8 in a row to start the playoffs. The Knicks have now won 12 in a row, okay? And they're playing some dynamic basketball, and Karl Anthony Towns is a new basketball player from where he was. Jalen Brunson was dynamic when you needed him to be dynamic, and Mike Brown has proven to be the voice that they needed, the change that they needed in there to kind of change things up a little bit. Knicks in 3, man.
Knicks are now minus 140 to win the series, Spurs plus 120.
Love it.
Your finals MVP, Jalen Brunson, goes to minus 105. Karl Anthony Towns, if you want to go out and fish, plus 1,100.
That's a good one to go out and fish with, though, man. He had a great first game.
Yeah.
And everybody's talking about him now.
You can have a great game, though, and then have a great fourth quarter, and it's completely overshadowed.
It could be. But if Wemby doesn't pick it up, and Karl's the guy guarding this guy basically the entire time, I mean, Brunson's going to get it.
Yeah, Brunson's going to get it. That's the thing. If you're talking Knicks series or Brunson, just bet the Brunson MVP. It's better odds, and if they win, he will be the Finals MVP. It's Brunson or Wemby, in my opinion. But Cat did have an incredible game, and you're right. He was the reason, in my opinion, they won last night.
Absolutely,
the reason they
won,
stayed in the game and were able to come back. And then Brunson did his fourth quarter, turn it on, sort of thing. But yeah, Cat was incredible on defense last night. On offense, they talked about him. His inclusion is up, but his shots are down. So he's got the ball more. Like I mentioned yesterday, he's passing it around so much. He's involved in that offense way more than he was last season, but his shots are down, and that's exactly what they need right now. They don't need him to be ripping up shots right now when Wembanyama's guarding him. They need him just to be a part of the offense, and he is.
You know, it's interesting when you look at this and why this is a big cultural phenomenon, too, because I don't know if you saw Peter Schrager's tweet yesterday about the NBA Finals. He says, I've lived in New York City for 20 years. Yeah. I've never seen – and we were talking about that, Dusty. We got that feeling in April. Mm-hmm. And here we are a month and a half later, and everybody's saying what we said in April before the playoffs started about New York. It's just different this year. There's just a different feel. And Peter Schrager said, I've lived in the city for 20 years. I've never felt it this alive.
Somebody says, you guys sparked my interest, and I'm watching every finals game. Is it okay if I become a Spurs fan? I just love seeing greatness. You have no local team. Yeah. You have no
jurisdiction on who you root for. If you like Luka, go be a Spurs go be a LA fan. If he gets traded somewhere else, go be that fan. That's why there's a lot of people that just like LeBron James.
Yep.
And one year they like Cleveland, then they like Miami, then they like Cleveland, then they like LA, and now they're going to like Golden State.
There you go.
Yeah. Or Cleveland again.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah.
But that's fair. And that's a great way to become a fan, though. And the NBA should love that text right there. And Binkley was texting me yesterday about whatever. And he said, he goes, when the Kings left, he goes, I was without a team. So he wrote letters to every NBA team. I'm sure you've heard this story, Dusty. You've heard it too, Mac?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great story.
And the Nuggets and the Hawks are the only two teams that responded. The Hawks sent a T-shirt. The Nuggets sent a media guide. He's a Hawks fan. That guy's the same way right there. You've not really been a fan, but you're watching now and you're mesmerized by Wemby. And you're watching this guy and you're like, man, I've never seen anything like this in sports. I mean, we've seen Patrick Mahomes, but this guy's 7'6", doing what he's doing. Like, you've never really seen that on the basketball court before. And so if you want to become a fan because of that, that is awesome. And I love every minute of that.
Yes.
That's how sports grows and people do become fans. I think maybe you fall in love with a team because your dad loves it. But if you fall in love with a player and that turns you into a fan, that's really the way to go, man. That's great. Good on you for doing that. Yeah. And giving it a chance, too.
Absolutely. Yeah, make sure you watch next game, too, because he'll have to fight through that adversity. It'll be the good arc that we want for finals, right? The good narrative. So yeah, I'm excited. I had Knicks last night in a separate bet, but I think Spurs win games 2 and game 3.
Okay, see, I got the Spurs winning or the Knicks winning in 3. So I saw these games taking place last night, and people buying in and having fun with it, and all that kind of stuff, and that's where it should be. You should be getting hooked on stuff like this. Great players are necessary to grow the game.
I also don't hate this text either. I only watch the NBA when the playoffs start. Season's too long, like baseball, hard to keep up with. Go Knicks. Yeah, I'm with you. Yep. That's how I was. That's how I got into the NBA. That's how I plan on getting into the NHL because Game 2 of the Knights and the Hurricanes is tonight at 7:00. Last game 5-4 electric. I mean, I hope Game 2 is electric as well. So we'll get more into that. Plus Ben Maller on the other side here on 96.5 The Fan. Your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Bob Fescoe.
I'm surprised nobody punched him in the jaw yet.
And Dusty Likens.
He's a hoe, and I want that known.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Came home last night from our swim meet, and I pulled up, and the sun was just setting, and I noticed, I said, Aspen was here, and they cut our yard, and it looked absolutely amazing. After that whole weekend of rain, the lawn was perfect, and it's been so awesome since Aspen Lawn and Pest Control has taken over control of our yard. They've made it green. They've made it lush. They've made it grass as opposed to weeds and dirt and all of that kind of stuff that we used to have in our yard. Now, every day, I can walk outside and be proud of the front yard that's in front of our house, and it's all because of the folks over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control. And I love the pest control side of things because we talk about it all the time. It's summer now. We spend so much time sitting outside. Our dog spends all day outside, and we want the dog to be protected and us as well. So that mosquito dome goes over the house, and it keeps the mosquitoes out and the ticks and fleas as well, so our dog can roll around the yard and we don't have to worry about a thing. Right now, Aspen is going to give you a free estimate and up to half off your first application when you mention this ad. So visit them now at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
Wait, everything on this IHOP value menu is just $6?
I told you it was amazing. A huge plate of pancakes, bacon, and eggs is just $6.
Wow.
There's also French toast, a ham and cheese omelet, and they got a BLT and fries now.
Okay, we're coming here every day.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Feast for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. $7 in some locations, available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. Heartland Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
Staples presents Celebrations Made Easy.
I went to Staples for a custom-printed graduation banner and invites and saw that Party City is now at Staples.
Wait, what?
Party City is now at Staples.
So now Staples has balloons?
Yep.
Decorations?
Yes.
Streamers, cups, table covers?
Yep, Staples has everything for a party. And now buy two, get one free on select foil balloons.
Holy confetti! So the best parties start at Staples.
That was easy.
In 613 select stores, exclusions apply. In-store or buy online. Pick up in-store only.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for buying gas. That's right. You can earn cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside, and just last year, I made nearly $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like extra cash, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you fill your tank. Use promo code FRESH to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FRESH for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FRESH for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
America is turning 250 this year, and Circus Sports is celebrating by offering all users in Missouri $250. Dane Hughes here, and for everyone in Missouri, all you have to do is deposit $250 on your Circus Sports app. Then play through that deposit. Once you do, Circus Sports will reward you with $250 right in your account. This is available for everyone in Missouri, new and existing users. Celebrate 250 years and find out more at circusports.com today. Must be 21 or older in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here, for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Hey, this is Trey Smith, and you're listening to your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Missouri side Lee Summit, US 50 westbound, a little slow from Chipman up to 470 with an accident reporting past Chipman. That looks to be off to the shoulder. Kansas side, things look good. 35 northbound trip from Olathe into downtown, still 20 minutes. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
It is time to talk to our guy, Ben Maller of Fox Sports Radio. Of course, you can catch him overnights right here on 96.5 The Fan. And Ben, We're one game into the NBA Finals. Do you have Knicks fever yet? Because I got Knicks in 5, brother. What a win last night.
Oh no! See, I'm playing the devil's advocate here, Bob. So I picked the Spurs, and the Spurs have the Knicks just where they want them, Bob. The Knicks are going to be overconfident going into Game 2 of the Finals. What a choke job by Wemby and the Spurs, man! I thought, well, this guy's going to come out like an apex predator in Game 1 of the Finals and make his statement. And I could not have been more wrong about that. Like, Wemby was just passive. Although Brunson didn't play. Brunson played terribly for 30 minutes. And then the final 18 minutes, he took the Knicks on this magic carpet ride. And I believe the NBA needs a long series. So don't get too excited yet, Bob, because there's going to be plenty of games to break down and all that. Although, what an epic, a horrific ending for the Spurs. You're up 14 points. 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, and then you just can't. He shot 33% the rest of the game. Terrible.
Well, yeah, and it wasn't like Brunson was great. I mean, it took him 30 shots to get the 30 points, but when he needed to be big at the end, and he hits that shot to put him up like 6 with like under a minute to go, I mean, that guy took over when it mattered most, and that's why Mike Brown keeps calling him an MVP type of candidate, because when you need him in the fourth quarter, there was Jalen Brunson, man. He took over that game.
Yeah, well, it was really, as the great Shakespeare would say, I think of the tale of two halves, right? Because he was 5 of 18. I think he was 5 of 18 to start the game, and then to close the game, he was 7 of 13. Like that, in that run where the Knicks outscored the Spurs by 24 points from down 14 to up 10 at the end of the game and all that. And how about the Knicks? The Spurs are another team that would not sell tickets to. They were punishing people for selling their tickets, the season ticket holders. It looked... Some of the videos that were online looked like Madison Square Garden in the bowels of the arena in San Antonio. I didn't realize there were that many New Yorkers in San Antonio. They must have come in planes, trains, and automobiles. Because not that I spent a lot of time there, but I don't recall the New York takeover of San Antonio.
I think Knicks fans travel, man. This is the first time in a long time. Some people have never seen him. I mean, Chalamet's, 27, 28 years old? He's not old enough to know the last time they were in the finals. But I will say this. I don't care if you're, terrible for 30 minutes. Jalen Brunson obviously had the knee injury in the first quarter of the game, so he was a little shaky. But look, players step up when they're supposed to step up. Patrick Mahomes in his first Super Bowl was garbage in the first half. He couldn't do anything. And then what happened? Fourth quarter happened and the Chiefs won. Jalen Brunson did exactly what Jalen Brunson's supposed to be. If Reggie Jackson's Mr. October and Derek Jeter's Mr. November, then Jalen Brunson is Mr. Fourth Quarter. You can keep your 1 through 3, Ben.
Yeah, well, by the way, before he got hurt, Dusty, he was 1 of 7. So it's not like before he got injured, Brunson was playing terribly. It's not like he only after he hurt his knee and his ankle that he started missing shots. He was off to a bad start. I don't hate Brunson. I'm not anti-Brunson. I think Brunson's been great. I thought when he played well when Luka got hurt for the Mavericks years ago and then Brunson came in, I was like, wow, this guy's not – he can't sustain this. There's no way. Like, he was playing over his head. Like, he played really well for the Mavericks in this playoff run when Luka got hurt. And I was like, there's no chance. And he's proved me wrong. He's been consistent and good and all that. I am not yet completely sold, though. I got to see more. I feel like that game was more about the Spurs – being terrible. They were it's not like the Knicks played amazing defense. The Spurs were missing shots that they've made in the playoffs. They had, I like to call it tight Tuchus syndrome there, where they just, for whatever reason, they didn't make the shots. So we'll see if they continue to miss the shots they've been making in the playoffs, that's fine. But I don't think it was like anything the Knicks did. I think it was just more the Spurs.
The Spurs didn't have an answer for Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, Champagnie was hitting everything from the court. He was 5 of 11. Like, the Spurs were playing good basketball. Karl Anthony Towns had no answer. That's the Karl Anthony Towns that came out of Kentucky that everybody wanted to see in the NBA. That was the difference in that game.
Well, that was the first time Karl Anthony Towns has played big in one of these big moments. And, I mean, he's been getting criticized in New York for the last year. Last night, you're right, Dusty, he was awesome last night.
Well, and Champagnie had 15 points at halftime. He had 1 point in the second half. So he came back crashing down to earth. Like, he's like, well, wait a minute. I'm Champagnie, who should be pronounced Champagne, by the way. That's annoying, but that's a different conversation. So Champagnie made a bunch of shots in the first half and then did nothing in the second half, which you don't expect him to do anything. If you're depending on him to make shots, you're not going to. If you're the Spurs, the Knicks are going to win in a sweep if they need him to make shots. And De'Aaron Fox played terribly. He played like he's a Sacramento King, who he's always going to be because that's where he played all those years and all that. Listen, so it's great. I mean, the Knicks, the conversation obviously would have been at down 14 would have been, okay, if the Knicks had lost, we would have obviously had a much different conversation. But fine. And I thought the Knicks were good. The Spurs were bad. And usually the team that's most games are lost, not won, I felt like that was the case. The Spurs lost the game. It was like the Knicks won it.
Yeah, and I think that is fair too. You're up 14 in the fourth or the third quarter at home. You've got to find a way to close that thing out. I love the fans storming the court and the NBA showing it and showing us slow motion replays and getting kind of into the crux of the whole thing. The NFL acts like, oh my God, nothing to see here. Don't look. Let's show a crowd shot or a picture of Andy Reid or something like that when we have some guy running around on the field. I thought the way the NBA handled it last night was great. Show what's going on, man. Let's go.
I will bet you that somebody at ABC gets a phone call. Like, what are you doing? You can't be showing that on TV. Like, I agree with you, though, because it's the dumbest rule. I know why they say they do it. They don't want to encourage other knuckleheads to run out on the field or the court or whatever. But you got to be realistic about the times we live in. Like, and I'm sure you guys are the same way. When I'm watching a baseball game and say, we can't show you, there's somebody running in center field, what do? I go on my phone, and within 90 seconds, I have 17 different angles of this. I've got 4D. I've got every possible slow motion replays of it. So, like, why would you drive your audience to social media? You might as well just show it. My favorite part of that, though, I've seen the video now. The guy was live streaming this Mama Luke that ran out in the court, this young guy. He ran out in the court to get a selfie with Wemby, and he's like a regular-sized guy, this guy. Wemby's 7'5". He didn't even get Wemby's face on the camera on his phone. He just got his jersey. So all of that, and he didn't even get the photo that he supposedly wanted. So
the photo that I want to see get taken is Aaron Donald next to Myles Garrett in the locker room shirtless. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I do know that Myles Garrett is in L.A. Ben, what was the buzz like in your part of the world over there when number 95 went to the Rams?
Well, I mean, it was great. We got the Rams. They had issues on defense, Dusty. I'd like to thank the Chiefs. They have the old Chiefs secondary, the Rams, and now they've added Myles Garrett. I love it. It's great. It's like the Rams are like the Dodgers. They just keep adding. Every year they try to add a big-name player, and that's the mantra. And they've really been able to finagle the salary cap, which is wonderful because I'm a salary cap truther, and they just push stuff around. They move. It's a shell game with the salary cap. But what's not to like? They have the top offensive player from last year anyway, Matthew Stafford, and they have the top defensive player. So they're set up. Now, the chances of this working out are not great because it usually doesn't work out the way as we've seen. Although the year the Rams did win the Super Bowl, they won the offseason. So occasionally they do get it right and all that. If you look at the tablet, if you get your tablet out and you look at the depth chart, what's not to like? They're loaded on both sides of the ball. Go
ahead, Ben.
No, I was just, as long as Puka Nacua stays out of legal trouble, they're set up.
Well, receivers don't get in trouble in football. You know that.
Exactly.
But hey, they are. They really are. But I mean, Andy Reid did this in Philadelphia, 8-8, and he ended up in Kansas City 2 years later. So I mean, it could go one way or the other, with all of this. And so I love the fact that the Rams are doing it. I do. I think it's fantastic, and I think Sean McVay's the perfect coach. I think they're going to be a very successful team. I picked them the other day, 98 days out, 99 days out, to be in the Super Bowl. Ben, do you have the Rams in the Super Bowl 98 days out?
Yeah, it's going to be a doppelganger. Last time the Super Bowl was in L.A., the Super Bowl next year is in Inglewood, and the Rams were in the Super Bowl. They won it. They beat the Bengals because they beat the Chiefs that year, right? In the AFC Championship game or the playoffs, I believe, if I remember correctly. All these years run together. But, yeah, so I would say yes, outside of snap, crackle, pop, somebody getting hurt. Right now, if you look at the NFC, tell me a team that's more loaded than the Rams. And the Rams were pretty much even with Seattle last year. Now they're better. Seattle's not as good, at least if you look at a depth chart going into the year. So the Rams have improved. Seattle's not as good. And who else is there? Philadelphia's got issues. You look at the usual suspects. You say the Chicago Bears, they're going to play a tougher schedule. Like Green Bay, Chicago, Detroit, I feel like those teams are all kind of the same. I don't see anybody that's going in talent-wise the Rams have stockpiled. They're the team if you look at this objectively.
When you look at the NFL in the offseason, and they always say people can't win in the offseason, but what if it's Myles Garrett? Like, that seems like an anomaly. Like, it's not like it's some, guy on the one to get the big contract, or it's some guy that's on a prove-it deal. This is Myles Garrett and Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson and possibly Aaron Donald. And I have this question for you, Ben. I want to ask you because I'd love to get your theory on this because this is my theory. No one has the NFL by the balls more than Sean McVay. And I say that because if he wins and him and Stafford are done, not only does he win his second Super Bowl title, he would have gone to 3. He's still young. He would win it in SoFi, and he's in L.A. Then he goes and does TV and says, well, Tom Brady got $330 million. I want $300 million. And then in 10 years from now, when he's still young and we're all old and dead, he could come back for a bidding war in the NFL as a head coach. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh no, I totally. I'm trying to enjoy this, Dusty. I do like the Rams, and so I'm trying to soak all this in because I know he'll be gone. They'll hire one of his assistants who'll be like Jeff Fisher reincarnated, and they'll be mediocre or terrible every year. So I'm just going to enjoy this. I'm surprised he hasn't gone to television. I talked to some people over there. They thought he was going to go to Amazon and work with Al Michaels. And they ended up hiring Kirk Herbstreit, or I guess it was after they'd already put Herbstreit in there. But there was Amazon made some offers to him. And you're right. He can make a ton of money on TV. He's young enough. He can pick any job he wants. And he's here for a good time, not a long time with the Rams. And just enjoy it. And I still think the Simpson pick in the first round was terrible. I don't care about, they made up for it with Myles Garrett. I still would not have drafted him. Just you figure that out later on. I would have completely loaded up the team. But I mean, McVay, I would be shocked if he stays more than another 3 years. I think even like one more year. This could be the last year of McVay. As you laid out the Hollywood story where he runs off into TV land and then comes back and coaches God only knows who. The Jets. Sean McVay to save the Jets.
That's the only way it can happen, Ben. We appreciate the time as always. It looks like Diana was right. AJ went to the New England Patriots. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll talk to you again next week.
All right. Thanks, guys.
There it is. Ben Maller with us at Fox Sports Radio.
One word.
First name is Blake, and he goes on a cruise. He goes on a Caribbean cruise.
Katie Holmes.
No. Ah!
Are you listening?
What's your least favorite thing about working with yourself?
Body odor. You get one word.
On the count of 3, name your favorite dinosaur. 1, 2, 3. Velociraptor.
This is one word on Fescoe and Dusty.
1, 2, 3.
Oatmeal raisin.
Better believe it, baby. It's a Thursday. It's one word. It's brought to you by Maloney's, the Sand Trap, and the Landing. 3 great local spots that got delicious food, cold drinks, walls full of TVs to watch all your favorite sports games, teams, everything you want, patio seating. The weather's great. Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals tonight as Vegas takes a 1-0 lead on the road still. In Carolina, don't forget the Landing on a Thursday is $8 cheeseburgers and fries. Happy hour goes from 3 o'clock to 7. Then live music on their outdoor patio from 7 until 10. And you can go watch KU baseball this weekend at all 3 locations. It is appointment television for Mr. Rob Maloney. It's game 1. Is Saturday at 5 o'clock on ESPN2.
Perfect.
And they will have that everywhere at the Landing, at Maloney's, at the Sand Trap. Go turn up, baby.
Game 1 for KU Saturday. Game 1 in the NBA Finals last night. One word.
Fun game 1 of the NBA Finals. I think we all want epic games and moments and all that kind of stuff. We got a good fourth quarter last night. Really good fourth quarter last night. Brunson took over. Cat took over last night. Wemby did not take over last night. Coaching made a difference in the game last night.
Wemby turned over.
Yeah, he did. So fun. That was a fun game 1. Knicks in 3, man. Let's go.
My one word would be 2 words, as advertised. You wanted electric start. You wanted classic finish. You wanted a star to be the stars. Jalen Brunson, man, as advertised. So
100%.
2 words.
Had the stars, had a guy running out of the court. Had everything
fantastic. The guy
night.
running out of the court was so fun last night. People are bent about it. Mitchell Schwartz.
Oh, it's good you say that because somebody in the text line says, I disagree with this take. That dude ran right up to Wemby. He could have stabbed him right on live television, and we wouldn't be having this kind of conversation.
Okay, so that's the jump to conclusion, Matt, we got out. Gotcha. How do you get into the stadium now with a knife? You got to go through metal detectors. They're searching people.
Rome Odunze had a stress fracture in his foot last year, missed 5 games because of it, still dealing with it. Quote, "This is my new normal, and it's not from a standpoint that I'm always in pain, but the way my foot broke, there's calluses in there that create a different type of foot structure with those bones, different types of things that kind of shift things around, so my new normal is kind of what I'm going into." We've got an online Twitter doctor talking about this, but of course, Allen Robinson comes out, a former NFL wide receiver, and says, "This happened to me in year 9. I was never the same."
Yeah.
One word on Rome Odunze.
QC Kinetics. Go get that fixed, man. No, that in all seriousness, sad. Because for me, anyway, I got a weird mind at times, and I always think about these athletes who have no control over when their careers end or when their careers change, like something like this. Totally uncontrollable, and if it's something that bothered a wide receiver after year 9 and he was never the same again, that stinks, man. I feel bad. Those are the worst injuries, those uncontrollable ones that you're like, why can't I figure this thing out?
Yeah, my one word would be lingering. I hope it doesn't.
Me too.
He's a great number 2 in that system with Luther Burden, who I think takes another step this year. Hence why DJ Moore is in Buffalo and why Rome Odunze and Luther Burden should be Caleb Williams' 1-2 punch with Luther Burden, the Missouri Tiger, leading the way out there. But it is unfortunate. I hope it's not lingering. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that sucks because it's not one of those like ACL.
Right.
It's one of those like, I don't know,
It's not supposed to be this way.
Yeah.
Like, fix this thing. Come on, fix it. Do something.
Russell Wilson officially retiring. One word.
Smart.
Yep.
Time. I mean, probably should have called it quits after Pittsburgh.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
We'll get to that in the next segment.
Okay, good. Because I got some questions about that.
That is a big discussion.
I saw something on X, Twitter, formerly Y, whatever today, about him that I want to raise to you because I've never seen a player do this before.
Formerly
all
Y.
right. We've got 3 minutes. Let's use 2 of it to hear Kay Adams talk great about Kansas City. Here she is.
There are 16 host cities among the 3 countries. Of the 16, Kansas City is the best one. The 4 national teams holding their base camps in KC, Argentina, England, the Netherlands, Algeria, they are already winning. They have a leg up. It is a beautiful sports city. It's just quaint enough that there's not huge distractions, no traffic. You can get out and about relatively unnoticed. And take a look at these practice facilities. Every time I open up Twitter, there is some new MTV Crib-style clip showing me the base camps. Messi's living like a king. The king he is at Sporting KC's $75 million digs. Alexis McAllister is getting fed grapes and taking DEXA scans daily to optimize performance. This place is sick. Kansas City is a perfect city for a World Cup. They know how to handle superstars. Patrick Mahomes, anyone? Brittany Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift. Literally the biggest global superstar, Taylor Swift, is relatively untouched when she's in KC. Spends time there, lives there. I mean, KC fans, I don't know, we're looking at baseball. There's baseball stars there too. Kansas City is going to have more star power per capita than anywhere else in the world. Imagine walking up to Joe's one afternoon and seeing Harry Kane ordering himself a Z-Man. What's up, Kane? Jude Bellingham, Van Dijk throwing pennies into one of the bajillion fountains out there in the plaza, picking up some knickknacks for their friends back home. Riyad Mahrez taking in a Royals day game, trying to score a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts if they get 12 or more hits. Is that still a thing? I think that was a thing in like 2005. That's okay. It's okay. It's right there, right across from the stadium. The stands for fans for these matchups in iconic Arrowhead, because yes, I'm going to resist calling it anything but Arrowhead forever. You've got Taylor, you've got, Paul Rudd, you've got Travis, Brittany Mahomes, Ted freaking Lasso, you've got, that's a global soccer icon right there. If he's at Johnny's Tavern for the Champions League final, he's going to be in the action for all of the action.
Should be Maloney's.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That was well done by Kay Adams.
Very well done.
That was fantastic. They got baseball stars, too. That made me laugh, but she's right about that. We're getting a lot of flack. It's because people haven't been here before.
Yeah, they don't know.
And they don't know. And then she goes through all of that. It's like, yeah, we're legit. We're legit here.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was great. Well done by Kay Adams. That's the best thing that somebody outside the Kansas City has ever done for Kansas City right there. That was just beautiful by her.
It's like the scene from Game of Thrones when Jon Snow, before he stabs Daenerys, "You'll always be my queen."
Yeah.
That's why she's number 1 on the list, Daddy. That's why there's
100%.
nobody better. It used to be Margot Robbie. It's not Margot Robbie. She knew the Krispy Kreme giveaway. That's that Columbia degree that she's got when she went to Mizzou. She is the lady.
She's
and
the
I
queen.
can't take her to Green Lady Lounge as they're getting some things repaired as they had an HVAC incident, but they have the Black Dolphin right next door. She can come with me to Maloney's, the Sand Trap, or the Landing, where they have 3 great local spots. TVs galore, delicious food, cold drinks. Watch your favorite sports teams and those Royals as well that have Bobby Witt Jr., Vinny Pasquantino, Jack Caglione, Lane Thomas. I can give you all the names, Kay.
Bobby Witt.
They have 3 outdoor patio seatings as well that you can enjoy this lovely spring weather. And today at the Landing, $8 cheeseburgers and fries, happy hour 3 to 7. Live music on the outdoor patio from 7 to 10. And you can go watch KU take on the Sooners in the College World Series at all 3 locations starting Saturday at 5 o'clock. You can go to the Maloney, Sand Trap, or the Landing. Kay Adams, all you got to do is say yes. I know the owner. He'll hook us up. Coming up next, we get into more of what was the news yesterday, plus we get into Smash or Pass here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
Smash. Good morning, Kansas City. It's Jack Caglione, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty. Weekday morning starting at 6 right here on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens. You know me, I love doing golf things. I love talking golf, playing golf, and I love having Surfside iced tea and lemonade plus vodka on the golf course, and you can do it too this season. It's light, refreshing, made with real vodka and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. So this spring, look out for the brand new half and half variety pack featuring flavors like raspberry iced tea and lemonade, and oh yeah, blackberry iced tea and lemonade, because there's no bubbles, no troubles. Cheers to hitting the fairways, and cheers to Surfside. Must be 21 and older. Please drink responsibly.
This summer, Casey's has 89-cent medium fountain and new Frostbite by Casey's drinks. But if you don't have 89 cents, you could check your center console, dig between your couch cushions, ask Grandma for $1, or just use your credit card. 89-cent medium Frostbite by Casey's or fountain drinks at Casey's all summer long. Restrictions may apply. See store for details.
The Kansas City Auto Show is back, taking over the Overland Park Convention Center with more brands, more test drives, free parking, and all new family-friendly features. Get your tickets now at kcautoshow.com. The Kansas City Auto Show, going on now through Sunday.
When Kansas City storms roll through, hail and wind can damage your roof without you even realizing it. If your home was hit, call us at Century Roofing for a free inspection today. We handle every step with your insurance company, making the process stress-free and easy for you. For over 35 years and more than 35,000 roofs, we've been protecting Kansas City homes. Let us protect yours. Trust the pillars of strength with KC-based and female-owned. Century Roofing, KC.com.
Century Roofing. Trust the pillars of strength.
Hi, I'm Katie, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. Daydreaming about bringing your engagement ring vision to life? As a jewelry consultant, I'm here to help. Compare ring styles side by side. They're in stock and ready to try on. Then customize it with an engraving or decorative crown. At Shane Company, there are so many ways to create your dream ring at your dream price. Visit us in-store or at shaneco.com, because a friend wants you to get exactly what you want. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a data analyst.
Hey, what model did you use for these quarterly projections?
Astrology. If Mercury's in retrograde, sales tank. If Venus is rising, we crush Q4.
You built our revenue forecast off horoscopes?
Yeah, the Zodiac never lies.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup this summer, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent. The future stars who are already turning heads at age 14. Because next doesn't wait for an invitation. And neither do we. Hyundai has always moved the future within reach. We did it when we made advanced safety standard on every vehicle and engineered EVs with ultra-fast charging capability. Because the future isn't some far-off concept. It's already here. Next starts now. Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA.
You know that Chick-fil-A sells more than chicken, right?
Hello, my name is Jaleesa, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit is how it's all of my favorite breakfast items in one good bite. That fluffy egg, that melty cheese with that perfectly grilled sausage. It just gives you that warmth, that comfort food that you love. It is the best possible option for a classic breakfast.
Comfort is calling. Order a Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit with Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. On Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the final. Maybe you want to follow one of the local teams who are in KC right now. The Dutch trading at 4.1%, meaning a $100 investment could see a return of $2,440 if they manage to take down soccer's biggest prize. I can't wait for matches in Kansas City. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there is no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. And for a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code TAPP, T-A-P-P, to get $10 when you trade 10. K-A-L-S-H-I, Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract involves trading risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regular.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Heading into downtown, 70 westbound, briefly slow from Prospect over towards the Paseo with an accident reporting. 435 southbound on the east side. Things bogged down in the I-70 interchange. Stay slow to Raytown Road. And then past that, things are very heavy from Gregory, not quite to 87th with trouble in through there. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
That's right, it's smash or pass time. When you hear this drop,
I'm going to crotch grab.
You got to be caller number 5. You got to tell Mac he's awesome. You got to tell Mac what his max minute was on. And then you got to say, Mac, you're awesome again. Do it twice.
Mac's awesome.
So when you hear this drop,
I'm going to crotch grab.
There you go. Caller number 5. Tell Mac he's awesome. Say you know exactly what his max minute was on. And then say, Mac, you know what? You're awesome. Do it twice. Smash or Pass is brought to you by Booth Creek Wagyu, KC's best steaks, now with 2 locations, 95th and Knoll and 135th in Metcalf, and Shawnee Mission Ford, on a mission to do more, online at ShawneeMissionFord.com. So I brought this up yesterday for you guys. Nothing Bundt Cakes. They have a little special place in my heart. They have a new Bundt Cake this month. It is S'mores Bundt Cake. So, like, their frosting is like marshmallow flavored chocolate with a little surprise of chocolate inside. Maybe too much chocolate for you?
No, there's never too much chocolate.
And it's got a little drizzle or like a dusting of graham cracker crumbs on top.
I'd try that.
Smashing on that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, give that a shot. It might be too much chocolate for me, but I'd still try it. Yeah.
There's never been too much chocolate for me.
Really?
No,
so you like chocolate ice cream, chocolate cake, all that sort of stuff?
I was 300 pounds for a reason, my friend.
Well, I mean, I was 250, but again, I would.
There's nothing I didn't like.
Chocolate is a pass for me.
Really? Wow.
I think so. I like milk chocolate. Does that make sense?
Oh,
I don't like
same.
any, like Hershey's bar, I'll smash. But like, I don't really like I like the yellow cake with the chocolate frosting. I don't want it to be like the Dairy Queen ice cream cake. I cut the chocolate part out and eat the rest.
Oh, see, I
like that caramel crunchy cookie part, whatever that is. Just give me a
Could
cake
they
of
just
that.
sell that?
Yeah, dude.
Like, if you sold a small size of that, I would buy that at Dairy Queen, maybe with a little vanilla on top.
I'd buy that for $1.
You can't buy anything for $1 these days.
Yeah, that's why I have $2 store now. Smash or pass my meal last night that I sent you guys a picture
It looks good.
of.
Yeah, chicken Caesar wraps. Yeah.
Yeah, did a little pita. little Caesar salad with a little grilled chicken on top.
Yes.
I just don't know how people are with pitas. Is it too much?
No.
Okay.
Is that a thing? People think that?
Well, I mean,
gosh, I love it.
Not everybody's a bread lord, so.
Big time bread lord. Carb lord over here.
Yeah.
Smash or pass, Travis Kelce starting a GoFundMe to prevent Aaron Donald from returning to the NFL.
Pass.
That's hilarious.
Did you see the quote? He goes, I'm starting a GoFundMe. He goes, this isn't allowed. I don't know what we're raising money for, but we're going to put half to this.
Love it.
We don't want this guy back in the league.
I'll pass, because start a GoFundMe to get him here.
Oh, he's not coming here.
No,
you know, there's one place and one place only if he decides to come back, and he would be smashing the Rams. He won't be back. There's no chance. 0. Knicks in 3 too. No, he's not coming back.
We'll see. I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think you're 100% wrong, but
that's fair.
Nothing's ever 100%.
No.
Oh, no. 100%. I'll never play in the NFL.
Certainly, it's not 100% because he went on Pat McAfee and did not say no.
Yeah.
Well, you leave it out that you tease him.
Not if your wife is saying no. Not if your wife is saying no.
Yeah,
I would disagree with
that's
that.
what he says. He goes, yeah, my wife said no, so I can't do it. Not me.
And then when he goes home and says, hey, honey, guess what the Rams are going to do? They're going to give me $40 million to play this year, and it's going to be a signing bonus, and it's going to be all guaranteed, and we will have it by the end of the season. I still think he plays week 1.
Ooh, week 1? Yeah, I don't know about that, but I do think
I
he
know
plays
the
this
theories
season.
are there's 3. No, he doesn't play.
Yes.
Yes, he plays before the season starts. And then the other one is he comes in during their bye week in week 11.
Oh, is that their bye? Oh, that's perfect. My God.
We
And
shall
they get
see.
a good bye week? What the hell?
National Cheese Day today.
Do you tell me there's no script? Did you see all the national TV games they had
Well,
before this?
they were a good
you
team,
know?
but yes,
now you
I
add
understand.
him in. They're the draw. Bye in week 11. If Aaron Donald does want to come back, that would be the time at the end of the year. Not to deal with the nonsensical regular season. Get ramped up for the playoffs. Myles Garrett goes to L.A. Come on, guys.
I don't know how many swim meets you have tonight or anything that you got going on, but Smash or Pass Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals tonight.
It'll be on. I got some things going on tonight. We got a dinner we got to go to, but I'll be paying attention to see what goes on.
Yeah, Smash for sure. Yeah, I'm excited about
Smash
that.
or Pass the Gabagool brothers.
Pass.
Hello, America.
Had to deal with him enough this week and beginning tonight, I think. Yeah.
Today's National Cheese Day. Smash or Pass blue cheese.
I will smash blue cheese.
Smash.
Yeah, I like
Yes.
blue cheese. Yeah.
Munster.
Yes, 100%.
Smash.
Gouda.
Yeah.
Big time.
Velveeta squares, like the cheap cheese.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the mac
Swiss.
and cheese, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the cheese you're passing?
Oh, goat cheese for me.
Okay.
I'm not getting near that.
Feta
I don't know if I'm
To an
passing a
extent,
cheese.
I'm all right with feta. Yeah.
and a Greek salad
Yeah.
on a Euro.
Yeah, I'm just not.
Absolutely.
Feta's, to me, it doesn't have a lot of flavor. It's just salty. you
Feta
know?
makes it better.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm passing a cheese.
Smash or Pass Cognac.
Probably pass.
If you have it in a sidecar at Green Lady Lounge, it'll be the best cocktail you've ever had.
So would this been in a Sazerac?
It's
So what we have is-
no, yeah, Sazerac's what we had at the hotel in New Orleans, but like this is like Cognac's like Hennessy.
Oh, I don't know if I've had it, but yeah, I'd smash.
Yeah, or Cavassier.
I'd give it a shot.
This is the ladies' man. I have a nice glass of Cavassier. Take your lover by the hand and do her. Never mind. Smash or Pass Russell
He doesn't
Wilson.
get that.
I don't know that.
Tim Meadows, ladies' man.
You don't know ladies' man.
Put it
No,
on
you
Eric's
don't
movie
get-
list.
yeah.
That's a young Will Ferrell in that movie, by the way.
All right.
We're gonna find the ladies' man. We're gonna cut his balls off. Smash or Pass Russell Wilson, a Hall of Famer.
I don't know, and I want to have a conversation about this because
Is Matt Ryan a Hall of Famer?
Matt Ryan,
No.
Quick.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He doesn't have a Super Bowl championship, right?
Yeah,
Blew a
Russ has got
28-3.
one, went to 2.
I know, but I saw this about Russell Wilson. Like, and I was thinking about this. Like, if you take a Seattle career, he's a Hall of Famer. But if you factor in from Denver on, somebody tweeted yesterday, I've never seen somebody play themselves out of the Hall of Fame like Russell Wilson has. And that hit me pretty hard because I'm trying to think about that. Like, what player have you ever seen that had the Hall of Fame career and then played himself out of the Hall of Fame career? Because Russell Wilson almost has 47,000 yards, over 300 touchdowns. He's got 2 Super Bowls, 1 championship. But you have to take in that whole body of work. And the last couple of years were really bad for Russell Wilson. I still think he gets in. But, I mean, I think it's a conversation now where I would have said 4 years ago, we're not he's a lock for the Hall of Fame. I don't know. I don't know how people are going to vote and look at the end of his career with the first 3 quarters, roughly, of his career.
This is tough. I don't think he is. Here, and I hate that we do this, and I've already seen the text, so I'm not trying to steal their thunder. But so many people will say that his career was a 4-year window, and he rode the coattails of a defense. Someone still had to throw that football.
Yeah,
someone still had to play the position quarterback, and it was an all-time defense, right. And the defense waxed Peyton Manning and that Broncos team. I mean, Russell Wilson really didn't do anything in that Super Bowl. That thing was over in the first minute of the game when the ball went over his head.
Yeah.
I think that's that game, right? And it was like, what was the halftime score of that game? It was over in like the second quarter.
It was done. It was
one of the worst Super Bowls we've ever seen.
Was it like 35-6 or something as a final? I mean,
it was like the worst blowout until the Chiefs and Bucks played. Because I remember when the Bucks and Chiefs were playing, they went to halftime. They're like, we're heading towards another Seattle-Denver Super Bowl. And I was like, oh, damn it. Where are the hors d'oeuvres? But I think I passed on Russell Wilson as a Hall of Famer. But he does have the Super Bowl.
But he also has almost 47,000 yards, guys. That's a lot.
He also, one of the biggest reasons that I would smash this question is because I think he changed a lot of the way we think about the quarterback position.
The deep ball?
The deep ball, the mobility, the extension of the play. The first time I heard the differentiation of mobile versus running quarterback was with Russell Wilson. That conversation began with him. Oh, well, you don't actually have to run across the line of scrimmage. If you can just run back there and extend time. He was the first one to us to really see him do that on the modern level with defenses and do it at the level he did. I'll also add 2019 and 2020, after those Super Bowl runs, he was incredible, got hurt, and that is when his career changed, then got traded to the Broncos. He was never the same after that injury. Over 4,000 yards in both 2019 and 2020, 31 touchdowns in 2019, 40 touchdowns in 2020. They lost to the LA Rams, who would go on to the Super Bowl that year in the playoffs, 20-30. So no, I think he's a Hall of Famer. It is close, but I'll smash.
Let's ride.
That's not the drop I needed. But yeah, I mean,
it's close.
Was his full career Hall of Fame worthy? Is a question I would ask you.
But is anybody's full career Hall of Fame worthy?
Tom Brady's.
I mean, he had the 1 year where he missed. Peyton had a bad first year. Really bad first year. Terrible first year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, 1 out of the 15 years he played was bad, whereas Russell Wilson played 10 years. He had 3 really good years.
I think it makes a difference of having a bad.
I would argue that.
I think having a bad year in year 1 is a lot different than having a bad year in the last end of your career, because people forget about that first year. This is the most recent memory that we have of Russell Wilson. I don't know how I would vote on this one. I think it's going to be one of the more compelling conversations that they have. Whoever has to, bring Russell Wilson up in a couple of years to kind of defend him for the Hall of Fame, I think it really is going to be one of those interesting conversations. And I'd love to sit in on that to hear what they say, because to me, I look at what he did in the last 3 or 4 years and I'm like, boy, he really fell up. But Mac mentions the injury, and so that factors in.
He did make the playoffs with the Steelers too. I'm going to crotch grab.
Caller number 5, tell Mac he's awesome. Tell him what his max minute was on, and then double down. Tell him he's awesome again as we move on. Awesome. Don't forget, in about 20 minutes, we get into our summer story sessions. We'll have Eric Stonestreet today, but next is the next Mahomes in the waiting. We'll discuss 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, analytically the best morning radio show in Kansas City, as voted by people.
There's a lot of people talking out of their butt.
Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
What if you could have the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? During the Xfinity Summer Savings Event, now through June 15th, new customers can get our best price on gig Wi-Fi, just $50 a month for 5 years. And get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a 6th sense. Plus, add 1 line of Xfinity Mobile Select and you can save an average of $60 a month over Verizon and AT&T. You can even try it free for a year. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities during the Xfinity Summer Savings Event. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Savings based on 1 gig internet and 1 mobile select line compared to similar Verizon and AT&T plans over 5 years. After 12 months, regular rates apply to mobile select. Xfinity internet required. Speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable.
Big color, bigger savings. Sherwin-Williams Super Sale is here. Get 40% off paints and stains June 5th through the 11th with prices starting at $30.89. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolaids spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Booth Creek Wagyu steaks and beef are the best tasting, most flavorful cuts in America. And this Father's Day, you'll get a little something extra for dear old dad. Stop by Booth Creek Wagyu at 95th and Knoll or 135th and Metcalf and receive the ultimate Father's Day grill package when you spend over $299. That's a Booth Creek Grill spatula, Meat Mitch, and Booth Creek seasonings, and even a pair of customized barbecue socks. All free with minimum purchase. Get Dad what he really wants. Available now at both Booth Creek Wagyu locations.
Within the cities we call home, Busey Bank is more than a name. It's a commitment to your dreams. With Busey, trusted guidance is tailored to empower you every step of the way. Whether it's seamlessly managing your finances or planning for your future, Busey is dedicated to your financial success. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth, since 1868. Member FDIC.
This report is brought to you by Bet365. Winning is everything.
With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Missouri.
Shawnee Mission Ford. On a mission to do more. Visit our inventory at ShawneeMissionFord.com.
This is Blake Fanning with Shawnee Mission Ford. We promise to continue giving you reason to shop at Shawnee Mission Ford in 2026. Great selection of new and used vehicles, large discount, top trade allowance, and mobile service when you need it. There's no reason to go anywhere else. Shawnee Mission Ford, on a mission to do more in 26.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Northland 169 highway southbound, heavy around Briarcliff, moves better past 9 highway. East side 435 southbound, still a little heavy around 63rd. Earlier problem before 87th, though, has cleared and things are moving better. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
The Cody and Gold Garage Sale benefiting the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum is on Wednesday, June 10th on your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan, KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station.
Going back to the topic we just had on Smash or Pass. Shout out to Ryan for winning Smash or Pass. Booth Creek Wagyu, $50 gift card, which is what Smash or Pass is brought to you by. Booth Creek Wagyu, Casey's Best Steaks, now at 2 locations, 95th and Knoll and 135th and Metcalf. Also, Shawnee Mission Ford, on a mission to do more, online at ShawneeMissionFord.com. As Russell Wilson called it quits yesterday, as he's obviously going to be on television now. So he was really good, right, Mac, from 15 to 20? So that 5-year window?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Those were like the nuts and bolts of his career. In 2015, he had 4,000 yards, 34 touchdowns. The next year, 4,000, 21 and 11, kind of a down year there. And then would run off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight Pro Bowl seasons where he would throw for 39 and 34, 34 and 35, 41 and 31, 42 and 40, and then the fall off was bad.
Yeah, the fall off was as big as fall off as you've ever seen an athlete. I mean, seriously, when you think about it was like that Juan Gonzalez fall off here. It just disappeared. I mean, the guy never was able to get it back. He was exposed, I think. And I think the trade to Denver and then the subsequent fallout of what everybody said about him at that point in time, I think that overexposed him where a lot of guys inside both locker rooms, 3 locker rooms that he was in after that, just never had that credibility and belief in him to be that leader, and it just kind of just fell. I mean, his career just absolutely, it didn't dissipate, guys. It just destroyed itself.
I think if you look at like what his 17-game average would be on Pro Football Reference is where I'm getting this information, that's a Hall of Fame career. I mean, on a 17-game average, he's 29 touchdowns, 9 interceptions with a QB rating of 99.3.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, I mean, and the ring definitely boosts
the ring
up.
helps.
And his ability to run in his prime, his legs were real.
Yeah.
One of the better deep balls in my lifetime that I've seen.
Him and Aaron Rodgers threw the two prettiest ones. And Flacco's
so
up
nice.
there, too.
Our friend Connie Joe, one of the great Chiefs fans out there, she was talking about Russell Wilson. She said Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers are the two most overrated quarterbacks in recent memory. And based on the success you thought they were going to, team success you thought they were going to have, I think that both teams kind of underachieved when you had a quarterback like that. But again, it also shows you guys we live in a weird world here in Kansas City. What we're doing and the way that our team is winning is not normal. And for whatever reason, I think there's a lot of fans who have kind of normalized what we do here in Kansas City over these last 10 years is what it's supposed to be, as opposed to it being very unique and very different. This is not normal, and we've got to stop normalizing how good this football team is and understand that this is special. It's ridiculously awesome. It's something that we're never going to experience again in our lifetimes, having a run like this. And so when we compare everything, everybody wants to compare it to the Chiefs and the Mahomes and all this kind of stuff. Sometimes it just doesn't all add up. And sometimes it's okay just to say we're living in some rando world, man, where we're doing things that are just not normal.
Speaking of not normal, for some reason the Polo Grounds has gone nuts.
Why is that trending?
So MLB The Show, it's a popular.
Okay.
So a lot of
you
guys
can play on the Polo Grounds?
Oh yeah. So there's
cool.
a lot of streamers that do these like little clips. They do it for the clips, where they try to hit inside the park home runs with guys, and one time and see how fast they can do it, or they try to hit the cycle.
Yeah. Polo Grounds a good spot for that.
Right field line at the Polo Grounds, 258 feet.
I was going to say like 214 or something down there.
Center field, dead center, 483 feet.
Yep.
What a cool stadium. That's one I wish I could have seen. If I could get in the DeLorean and go back.
That would have been fun.
Dress to the nines and go watch a game.
Yeah, and then looking out at the Polo Grounds, seeing Yankee Stadium across the way. That's awesome. Why Yankee Stadium was built where it was, because the Giants kicked the Yankees out of the Polo Grounds. They said, we don't want to share the stadium with you anymore. So the owner of the Yankees at the time went, F you, I'm going to build a bigger and more beautiful stadium right across the river from where your stadium is, so you have to look at it every day. And that's why Yankee Stadium was built the way that it was, this palace, and became, one of the great stadiums of all time, because that guy's like, screw you, you kicked us out of our stadium, we're going to build one that's even bigger and better than the one that you're in. And the Yankees took hold, and the Giants ended up in San Francisco.
Speaking of New York City, Dunkin', the donut place, is releasing a new Barbie pink strawberry cold foam drink. The collaboration will also see a Barbie Dream House-themed Dunkin' location pop up in New York City.
Oh, my God.
Get me the hell away from all of that.
What the hell was that?
Oh, and they're also going to throw in a limited edition cup, as if there won't be any Karens fighting each other at that location.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when Starbucks did the pink cup?
Oh, yeah.
People were ready to just throw hands.
For a cup.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for a cup. But it's a tale as old as time. When I was a kid, go look at the videos of the Cabbage Patch doll fights that were breaking out in toy stores with moms beating the hell out of each other to get a Cabbage Patch doll in the 80s. So this is stuff that's been going on forever. For crap.
Time to give a shout out. Shout out to my daughter Mackenzie and her volleyball teammates, Attack Volleyball Club, as they travel to Ohio for a national tournament. They are representing the KC area. That comes from Marcus. So
there you go.
Shout out to Mackenzie and the Attack Volleyball Club as you go to do things in Ohio and represent KC and its finest. The next Mahomes. You found him?
I did. It's Wemby, man.
Oh, okay.
It is. No, it is. I mean, we sit around and we spend all this time looking in football for the next Patrick Mahomes, right? What we're saying about Wemby is what we were saying about Patrick Mahomes. He can do things that nobody else can do. He does things that we've never seen before. He's an alien. He's all of these things.
The mental aspect.
The mental side of things too, Mac. I think that's a good point as well. It's all these things we were saying about Mahomes early on in his career. Like, oh, my God, nobody can guard this guy. Oh, my God, nobody can defend this guy. Oh, my God, he's doing things we've never seen before. Oh, my God, he's leading his team to these levels early on in his career that we've never seen before. And so just because he doesn't play football or because he's not a quarterback doesn't mean that's where we should always be looking for the next Patrick Mahomes. When I look at Patrick Mahomes, I look at that overall body of work and how he changed a franchise, how he went out there and changed a city, how he brought life back into a franchise that was kind of left for dead. You know, Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid did that together here in Kansas City. They breathed life into this organization. And that's what Wemby's doing right now down in, San Antonio. He's breathing life into that organization. Now, he's got a good supporting cast around him, obviously, just like Patrick did for probably his first 4 or 5 years. And then you reset that cast of characters around. And, Patrick kept winning and doing his thing. And that's kind of what I see about Wemby. We've been looking in the wrong place for who that next Patrick Mahomes is, that athlete that could just take over and do dominating things, because I just don't think that guy's in the NFL right now. And I don't think that guy's in baseball right now. I think Wemby is that guy who has completely changed a franchise. He completely changed the face of that San Antonio Spurs team. He's completely changed the face of that organization, and he's now put them in position, like Mahomes has with the Chiefs, to be a perennial winner for the next decade plus down there in San Antonio.
Can I add one quick similarity?
Sure.
Also, in the void of a face, kind of needing a new face, Tom Brady on the way out,
Yeah.
Mahomes, LeBron, Steph Curry, all these. Who is it?
Right.
Boom, here he is.
Boom,
so
here he is. Yeah, exactly.
Dusty, what did it say you?
I just want to pause the conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it. I think it's I think it's a fair take because we're seeing something that we haven't seen before. 7'5", the athleticism, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't really start talking about Mahomes being the next great one until he started winning when it mattered. He had a really good regular season his first year as a guy. He was the MVP. Wemby was not the MVP. Patrick Mahomes got to the AFC Championship game. Wemby got to the finals. I'll give him credit for that. But
this is what, Wemby's third year?
Third.
Yep. Yeah, second really playing.
yeah.
Yep.
And so, for me, when Mahomes started getting to the greatness category, it was when he went back to the AFC Championship game and won the Super Bowl and then went back to the AFC Championship game. Then it was okay, now you're starting to really compile stuff that I can't argue against. Whereas Wemby, I'm not saying that I don't think this is going to be a splash in the pan type of year and it's going to phase out, but I'd like to just give the guy a chance before we start doing comparisons to greatness.
Well, I mean, we're talking about this guy being the face of the league already, too, though. I mean, I know he's only 22 years old, but sometimes guys just speed up that process, and it's okay to kind of let that go, I think, and say, this is the next great one, because I don't know that we're going to see anybody in the NFL even come close to Patrick Mahomes, because Mahomes isn't going to let anybody, I think that's why you have to look outside those sports and see where that next great athlete is who can have the impact that Patrick Mahomes has had.
Because where I would put the comparison to the next Mahomes where it comes to freakish superstarish is Shohei Ohtani. And I think in LA, when he was with the Angels, we were like, dude, this guy's nuts. He can he do it? Can he sustain it? And then he goes to the Dodgers and he elevated that. And Mahomes won a Super Bowl, AFC Championship loss, and then ran off 3 straight. And it was
better.
okay, now it's the second phase of his career where people have adjusted to him. Shohei Ohtani last night gave up 2 hits and 1 walk, and then he hit and he had 3 hits and 2 walks. That's the type of Mahomes stuff. Whereas Wemby had 26 and 11 last night, 26 and 12.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember.
Let's see what he does in game 2. And again, I think he is on track for that. I don't think he's there yet because of the level you have to get to is I think sometimes overseen. Mahomes, the numbers that stuck out for Mahomes was his shortest season was an AFC Championship loss in overtime by 3. Wemby's made his first finals. And I'm not shooting down Wemby. I'm just saying, before we put him into this category, I'm not even calling Scottie Scheffler the next Tiger Woods yet. And you've seen how great he's been. Fantastic. Rory's better than Scottie right now. And you can argue that all you want, but he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's not the world number 1. Scottie is. Rory's 2. But again, to me, Rory's done so much more. And then Scottie Scheffler goes out here and does this. And we're like, yeah, Rory, 5-time major winner, 2-time Masters champion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm just trying to be fair to the athlete itself, which you can get mad at me for that all you want. But Mahomes is in such a special category, guys.
Right, but we always say, who's the next Mahomes? We've got to stop saying that. We just do. That has to be a sports topic that can't be talked about anymore because there isn't a next Mahomes. There's not going to be a next Wemby. There's not going to be a next Ohtani. And the reason I don't put Ohtani above above Wemby right now is the guy plays in L.A. I mean, nobody's watching, and it's also baseball. And right now, the best thing for Wemby is playing New York in the NBA Finals, because he's going to get more attention. And if he does go out there and the Spurs do win and he dominates moving forward, that's going to add even more to it because of who he's playing against and the spotlight that is on. This is the biggest NBA Finals I can remember since OJ.
I'll tell you this. You're going to know how Cam, the character of Modern Family, was developed. You're going to find out when he thought Mahomes was them. And you're going to find out one of the funniest stories ever that involves a Chiefs staff member and Santa Claus. It's Eric Stonestreet, and our Summer Story Sessions comes up next on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
Good morning, Kansas City. It's Carter Jensen, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, weekday mornings starting at 6, right here on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you what, the last thing you want to do is say things like this. I can't raise my arms. I can't climb stairs. I can't kneel down, which means I can't play with the kids, golf with the guys, or get through a workday without an exhausting pain in my body. And that's what I'm trying to help you get rid of from our friends over at QC Kinetics. We're going to talk about what you can do, and that's getting back to the normal you that you used to know. You've heard me talk about the team at QC Kinetics, and so many of you have been through their game-changing regenerative treatments done right in the office. No missing work, no surgery, no long recovery. The inflammation calms down and the pain backs off. And at QC Kinetics, they've helped over 40,000 patients nationwide get back to what they've lost, and now they're living their best life ever. So go find out what you can do. It's a good life out there. Go live it to the fullest and get that free consultation so you can get rid of that pain. The consultation's totally free, so call them now, 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. QC Kinetics off 435 in State Line and in Gladstone, 816-412-6299.
Have you been diagnosed with head or neck cancer? At Kansas City Proton Institute, we're delivering the future of cancer care with state-of-the-art proton therapy right here in KC. Proton therapy means increased precision, reducing side effects like dry mouth, difficulty swallowing, and the loss of taste as compared to conventional radiation. If you've been diagnosed, don't wait. Get your second opinion today and see KC's largest, most experienced proton therapy team. Visit kcpi.com. Kansas City Proton Institute, where you see the best in KC.
The Royals and the See You in the Major Leagues Foundation are teaming up with Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City to recognize outstanding high school sports coaches through the Blue KC Coaches with Character program. From April to September, we'll recognize 6 coaches as a Blue KC Coach with Character. Each honoree will receive a VIP package that includes tickets to a Royals game and more. Be part of honoring our high school coaches whose service is making Kansas City a better place to live, work, and play. Just go to bluekc.com/nominate coaches with character to nominate today.
FanDuel is giving you better payouts on same-game parlays all NBA playoff long. With more ways to build and more value every time you play, you can stack your picks your way for every game, every matchup, and every moment. From spreads to player points to threes and more, build it all into one same-game parlay and go for bigger payouts. So if you're betting same-game parlays this NBA postseason, bet them on FanDuel. More options, better payouts, all NBA playoffs long. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. That's FanDuel.com/local. FanDuel puts player research right at your fingertips so you can check stats, trends, and matchups all in one place and make your picks with confidence. It's everything you need all in one app. So don't miss your shot. Head to FanDuel.com/local and bet your same-game parlays. FanDuel, an official partner of the NBA. Play your game. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of 96.5 The Fan. 21 in President, Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
See website for details. BillsHappen.com is not a lender. It does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
Honey, everything is so expensive, and our bills are piling up.
You're telling me credit cards are maxed out, rent is due, and the car payment's right around the corner? We need some extra cash.
We should do what my friend from work did. She went to BillsHappen.com and got the money she needed the next day.
Our credit is not great. Are you sure that would work for us?
BillsHappen.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with all credit types get up to $5,000.
Sounds like it's going to be a hassle.
My friend said it was super easy. She did it right from her phone during her lunch break.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000, and your cash can hit your bank account the next day. BillsHappen.com's lenders have millions of dollars to lend, regardless of your credit history.
Guess what? I went to BillsHappen.com, and we're getting our money tomorrow.
Wow, that's fast. Problem solved.
If you need extra cash, go to BillsHappen.com. That's BillsHappen.com. BillsHappen.com.
When I wake up
The best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Yep, he's planning another project. So, this Father's Day at Lowe's, tap into free gifts for Dad. Get a free Select Craftsman power tool when you buy a Craftsman B20 charger with 2 amp-hour and 4 amp-hour batteries. Plus, get a free DeWalt power tool when you buy a Select 20-volt Max XR 4 amp-hour battery kit. Dad knows our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 7/14 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
When I wake up
The best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
The countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here, for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Hey, it's Carter Jensen, and this is your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit swlinjurylaw.com.
Kansas side, K10 eastbound, pretty heavy from K7 out past Woodland, then sluggish beyond Ridgeview with an accident that's off to the left shoulder. Grandview Triangle 470 westbound looks good. 435 westbound off again, on again, slow stuff from there to the state line. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
It is time for our Summer Stories feature, and this week we're talking with Eric Stonestreet. You guys just got done with Big Slick, another $4 million raised plus for Children's Mercy Hospital. Eric, congratulations on that. Let's start there with Big Slick. It's been going on so long, but maybe there are some people who have no idea how it all started.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people in Kansas City that don't even really know about Big Slick. I'm always blown away by when I'm somewhere and meet people. I was just in New York City and met a bunch of dudes in the lobby of my hotel and asked them. Clearly they presented themselves as people with means in Kansas City, and I asked if they came to Big Slick, and they're like, no, tell us about it. It's like, okay, well, clearly we can do a better job at reaching everybody in Kansas City that could contribute. So, my participation started with Rob and Jason and Paul after Modern Family was on, because they started Big Slick before anyone gave a crap about who I was, other than, of course, my parents and family. And then once Modern Family happened, they called and said, hey, we do this charity in Kansas City, and you're on TV, and would you like to come? So I came as a guest the first year, and after that, then they asked me to join. So I've been now, I think, of the 17 years, I think I've been coming for 15 or 16 of the 17 years, and a host all but 1 year of that, 2 years of that.
Yeah, a lot of fun with all the stuff that you've been able to see over your life and all the experiences you got to have to, Eric Stonestreet, with Modern Family and Cam. I mean, your life has dramatically changed because of being that character and being part of that Modern Family sitcom. What's been the biggest thing that's happened to you, the coolest thing maybe, because of being on Modern Family?
A popular question I got early on, which is, what changed in your life becoming famous or whatever. And I never sought that. I never sought, money. I sought being successful as an actor, and knew that if I was as successful as I wanted to be, that fame and money and exposure and things like that came along with it. So that's never been the driving factor. But what changed is access to to things, to stuff, to people. And that's what's the most important to me, is all the friendships and relationships that I've created. And, anybody that knows me knows that if I bring somebody around somewhere, they're going to be a quality person, because I don't really want to spend time with people that aren't. And I could have tons of famous friends if I cultivated those relationships, but I only cultivate relationships with famous people, if you will, that are really great individuals. So when you see that I'm friends with someone, I always tell people you can rest assured that they're validated by me, and you would want to be friends with them too, and you could be friends with them. So I would just say my opportunity to meet crazy, cool, unique, interesting people, famous or not. And, it comes back to Big Slick, which is I get to be in rooms with sick kids and have a moment with somebody that's maybe at the worst possible place in their life. And I get the opportunity to affect that moment. I get the opportunity to hopefully do something nice and do something meaningful for someone who's at the end of their life. And I just don't know that without the reach of Modern Family and other things that I've done, that anyone's inviting me into someone's room in such a personal moment. And those moments really are truly amazing.
Yeah, we're talking to Eric Stonestreet here in our Summer Story Sessions, is what we're going to call it from now on. Eric, I get called the Cliff Clavin of the show because I just know all these weird, minute, historic facts about showbiz and stuff and movies and stuff like that. But I really think that a lot of people would like to know how the opportunity came about for you to get the role of Cam, like the audition, how you got the introduction to it, and how that character developed.
Yeah, well, it started for me with a friend calling me and asking me to help him with his lines for an audition that he had for a show called My American Family. And his name's Matt Corboy, and he's still an actor. He works a lot. And he came over to my house. We sat in, I had 2 red leather Pottery Barn chairs that I in my living room that I did all my lines and preparation for auditions in. And he came over, sat in the one on the left, and I sat in the one on the right. And we read the script, and he asked me, what's your take on this? And I told him and showed him how I would do it. And then when he was leaving, I said, hey, I don't want you to think I'm a jerk, but I'm going to call my agents and try my best to get an audition for this. And he's like, you totally should. Called my manager and said, hey, I just read with this guy or with my friend Matt for this show called My American Family, and I want to go in for Cam. The role is perfect. Well, at first he thought maybe I would be better for Phil. And I said, no, I want to do this character. I think this is the best character for me on the show, and I think it has the opportunity to be kind of a breakout character. And so it took a minute for me to get in. It was the casting director named Jeff Greenberg, who I'd read for a lot over the years leading up to this in 2009. He cast Frasier. He cast a bunch of different shows. And so he knew me, but he just hadn't called me in. And so then when we finally beat him over the head with a log to have him bring me in, I went right in for producers, Steve and Chris, read for them. They laughed. They said I was funny. And then they called and said, the expression is it's not going any further, which means you're done. Thank you very much for your time. So they called and said, hey, it's not going any further. And I was like, okay, well, that blows because that's a really funny script. And then 2 weeks passed. Steve and Chris want to see you again. They've been thinking about your audition, and they would like to see it again, this time dressed more appropriately for the part and clean-shaven. So they said, well, Willie's clean shave, dress more appropriately for the part, and come back in and do it. So I went to Macy's. I got a pair of blue navy slacks, a lavender gingham shirt, and a gray cardigan, and went back in for the audition. And they said, really good, really funny, not going any further. Okay, well, now I'm pissed because I've spent money. And 2 weeks later, I get a call again that says they want to test you, which is a huge step from not going any further. Typically, it's audition, test, get the part. Well, mine was audition, pass. Now, all of a sudden, I'm going to the studio in front of all the bigwigs. Then I go in and I test at 20th Century Fox for the studio executives, which is, you're auditioning for 4 or 5 people one time, and then now at a test, you're auditioning for 20 people, 25, like a small theater. So now it's more of a show. And I'm reading with Jesse. I hadn't met Jesse up until that point. So you just kind of wait around, and then I stayed, and they said, we're going to test you tomorrow for the network and the studio. So now we've gone from 4, 5, 6 people in the room listening to me, and now we're going to bump up to like 30, 35 people. So I go in and I test, and the casting and all the under executives. So I get in my car afterwards. I leave. I'm pulling into the driveway. I had about a 12-minute commute home. And my manager and my agent at the time called in, and I said, hello, Eric. Yeah, Steve and Christina. Like, yeah, hey, how's it going? Good. All right, let's get to it. And Steve said, well, listen, man, you've been close on things before, and you've been doing this a long time, so you know how the business goes. And listen, man, there's good days and bad days, and unfortunately, this just happens to be a great day. And I said, I'm sorry, say that one more time. He goes, you got the part, man. You got it.
How
they
cool
love you.
That was. I mean, life-changing part, obviously, but the way you embodied Cam and created that character, man, there has to be obviously some stuff you pull in from your real life into all that. How did you create Cam the character?
So my take was really kind of using Mom, who you know, Jamie, sort of as my guideposts for the character, because in acting, you know, it's the world of opposites. Opposites work. So I'm a big guy, and my mom's like a small lady, and she's got a very soft voice when she talks about things that she's passionate about. So I just decided that I would kind of do a rough impersonation of my mom cut with my physicality and see how that worked. I also knew that my mom is vivacious and funny and as charismatic as she can be. She's not a caricature. She's not this over-the-top cartoon character. They were very clear that they didn't want an over-the-top character, except for they had written a scene where you present the baby to the Lion King music, which is very over-the-top. And in actor terms, that's called a pitfall, meaning that's gonna snag a lot of people up because it's contradictory. Well, we don't want the character over the top, yet we've written this over the top moment. So how do you find the balance between those two things? Well, the balance for me was my mom, you know, coming home for Christmas and her being excited about a cookie, or her being excited about a recipe she wanted to make, or them being excited about taking me to a restaurant that just opened, and the passionate nature that she would have about that just kind of informed and fueled the character. And that's where it started, and that's where it remained.
When did you know that Mahomes was special? And so I asked Eric Stonestreet, when did you know that Patrick Mahomes was special?
Well, I was told he was special early. So it's two kind of different questions. The people who told me he was special, I trusted that were telling me he was special. And I'm talking about someone named Andy Reid, and someone named Brett Veach, and someone named Dustin Colquitt, and someone, you know, people saying, bro, we've got a quarterback. I knew he was special then, but for myself, when I had the switch in my mind as a fan that I think anyone who's a true fan will understand, of being about the Kansas City Chiefs, being a fan of them, is that we always lived in this world of maybe, almost. And sometimes those were games to put us into the playoffs. Sometimes those were games to win the AFC. Some success every once in a while, but just enough to keep you coming back. So it was the Chiefs versus the Ravens. I always get this story mixed up a little bit. It was either 3rd and 17 or 4th and 17.
Fourth.
I can't remember which.
It was
4th and 17. And Patrick drops back and scrambles and hits Tyreek Hill over the middle. I sat up in my chair, and I'm getting chills thinking about it right now. And I said, oh my God. Oh my God. And that's the moment that my fandom in the Chiefs changed. I was no longer a maybe we'll get this, almost get this. It was we are going to get this. We have a chance to pick everything up moving forward. We have a chance to win every game moving forward. We have a chance to convert every drive moving forward. And that's the exact moment that I personally knew that what Brett and Andy and Dustin and everybody had said to me and how special Patrick was. That's when I saw it for myself for the first time and changed how I thought of my team.
Do you have a cool story or moment with Andy Reid, with Brett Veach, with Dustin Colquitt that you can share with us?
The coolest is the overall idea that you're asking me that question. 16-year-old me would not believe that I'm talking to the Marty Schottenheimer of this era, Super Bowl champion Andy Reid. I'm not comparing the two of them. They're both great individuals and great men. Andy has a tremendous amount of respect for Marty. But probably my favorite story with Coach, one year I was shopping at Cabela's. I had Andy's number in my phone, but I have it under Big Red. I look down, and Big Red is calling my phone. Oh my God! Like, this is either a butt dial or what is this? So I said, "Hello." He goes, "Eric." I said, "Coach, listen, I've waited for this call my whole life, and my answer is yes." He laughed, He said, "Well, you better let me ask you first." And I said, "Okay, but I'm not telling you no." He said, "Listen, when I was in Philly, Tam, as he refers to Tammy, Tam bought me a Santa suit. I'd come out in the locker room in it every once in a while and, goof with the players and goof with the press and stuff like that." And he said, "We got this game coming up." But anyway, he was calling me the day before of what he was asking me to do, which was, "Will you come to the facility, sneak in? I'll give your information to Brian and Porter." Porter was his assistant at the time. He said, "But I don't want you telling any of your buddies, none of your O-line buddies, none of Dustin. No, don't tell Dustin. Don't tell Brett. I don't want anyone to know. I want you to. We'll sneak you in. We'll get you into my office. We'll get you in my Santa suit, and then I'll give you 5 minutes at the meeting to come in and kind of roast everybody as Santa." And I'm just like, oh my God, I already said yes. And he's giving me like 12, 14, 16 hours to get this prepared. And I'm like, "Well, Coach, what are you thinking? Like, what do you want me to do?" Because, I also am respectful of who he is and people around. I'm not going to go in and, roast like they roasted Kevin Hart in front of Coach Reid and all these good God-fearing people. He's like, just bust him up a little bit, and he gave me some examples of what he would say, and I'm quietly thinking like, okay, well, I can do this then. If these are the kinds of jokes you're talking about, then I'm good. So I called a couple writer buddies of mine and said, "Listen, I got this thing I'm doing tomorrow, and I got to run some stuff by you." So I'd come up with a few jokes of hitting Tyreek and hitting Chris Jones and hitting Patrick and hitting Travis and different Anthony Sherman. "Anthony Sherman, please stand up." "No, Anthony," I said, "please stand up." Just all kinds of jokes that were tame for the most part. Coach Bieniemy, I really let Coach Bieniemy have it, which is I just stood there as Santa Claus and cussed him out for like 25 seconds, and that brought down the house. But I'm laying in bed the night before, and Porter, who, if your listeners don't know, Porter Ellett is now a special teams assistant coach, but was a coach's assistant at the time, and he has one arm, and he has about the best sense of humor anyone could ever have, but specifically about him having one arm. He always dresses up with a Halloween costume that incorporates him having his arm not there, whether it's a shark attack. One year he was sick, they were 4. Anyway, my point here is so that everybody knows with what I'm about to say that I wasn't being mean to Porter, and no one thought I was being mean to Porter. But I text Porter the night before and say, "Hey, buddy, is your arm in play?" And he's like, "Of course. What's up?" And I said, "Do you have a prosthetic one that you've ever had?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, will you bring your prosthetic arm tomorrow and give it to Alan, the equipment manager?" And he said, "Sure." So I get to the facility. Schaefer sneaks me in the back door. No one knows I'm there. And now I'm in Coach Reid's office for the first time. I've never been in Coach Reid's office. I walk in, Coach gets up from behind his desk. Of course, he's working on plays, working on everything. Comes out, daps me up, says, "How you doing?" "Good, good, good." He said, "Well, we got a few minutes. The Santa suit's hanging there in my bathroom." And then we just sit down and chat for a while, just asking me about my career and what's going on and what's happening. And he said, "Well, you want to go in and get changed? You want to go in and put that suit on?" And I said, "Sure." So I go in and put the pants on and put the suspenders up over my shoulders, and then the jacket goes on, then I start to go put the wig on. Well, I'm standing in the mirror looking at myself, putting this Santa beard on and this Santa wig on, and behind me appears Coach Reed, like right over my shoulder. And now we're having this intimate moment in the mirror with him over my shoulder, adjusting the beard on my head. He goes, no, you want to get it like this, and then you pull it right up like that. And is that tight enough for you? Do you feel it? Can you? So I'm having the most surreal moment getting dressed up as Santa Claus while Coach Reed helps me get it all on, put the jacket on, put the hat on, put the beard on, get my bag that Alan brought me with Porter's arm in it, and I burst into the room. The whole team's there. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas to everyone except Mitch Schwartz. No Merry Christmas to you. Was the first line because Mitch, of course, is Jewish. That all starts it off. And then I just proceed to rip, kind of everybody in a fun way. And then at one point I have the bag and I said, is there a young man named Porter Ellett here? And Porter steps forward, and as I'm unzipping the bag and pulling this arm out, I just say, okay, now this makes sense. I hand him the arm, and my memory is Tyreek Hill rolling down the steps there in that theater in the facility, laughing as I handed Porter Ellett a prosthetic arm in front of the whole team. But I would say that's probably up there with my favorite, behind-the-scenes moment with Coach and the team.
Eric, we appreciate this time. It's been so much fun. My stomach hurts. All of this has led you to where you are right now. You got a beautiful wife. You got the kids. Everything has worked out great for you, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I think pretty much, yeah. I mean, obviously ups and downs and trials and tribulations just like everyone else experiences in life. But, yeah, for the most part, I can't think of being any better than I am right now.
No doubt about it. Eric, we appreciate the time. Thanks for being our guinea pig on this, and we'll talk to you again soon.
So that was Eric Stonestreet as our first, as many will come for Summer Story Sessions. We got to get Porter on the show, man. That's what I took out of that, man. Is there a Porter here? Oh, this makes sense.
This makes sense. It's like, I'm Santa. Why do I have an arm in the bag? And everybody to a man can picture Tyreek Hill rolling down laughing 100%. His ass off, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, man. We can dive into that, plus some other things we heard in that interview on the other side here at 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Tune in to hear Royals insider Josh Vernier every Monday at 8:20.
Professor Vernier sitting up here, bloviating.
On your home for Royals baseball, 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you what, my friends over at the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2 are doing great things here in Kansas City, and they want you to be a part of it as well, right? Here's what they're going to do for you. What they're wanting to do is build strong partnerships between members, business partners, customers, and the community, and there's absolutely no cost to become a partner contractor with the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. So, if you're an HVAC contractor, they'll provide a flexible workforce for your project demands, timelines, and economic conditions. And they will help adjust the size, the skills, and deployment of your workforce to maximize effectiveness during times you need it the most. That allows you to go out then and bid on all the jobs out there and make more money. And Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2 will provide the best trained manpower specifically for the HVAC industry, and they'll train your current employees as well. There's no downside. It's completely free with zero obligation. Just straightforward information on how they can help grow your business and profit margins. Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. We're an old union with a new perspective on business. Learn more at sheetmetal2.org.
The Kansas City Auto Show is back, and we're taking over the Overland Park Convention Center with more brands, more test drives, free parking, and all new features. Happening now through Sunday at our exciting new location at the Overland Park Convention Center. Get up close to the latest cars, trucks, and SUVs. It's fun for the whole family. Don't miss your chance to see your future of driving all in one place. Get your tickets now at kcautoshow.com. The Kansas City Auto Show happening now through Sunday at Overland Park Convention Center.
Baseball season is in full swing, and that means the summer heat is coming. The guys at Climate Control have been serving KC homeowners for over 35 years, and they know how to get your cooling system ready to handle our scorching hot summer weather. Stay cool and comfortable this summer.
Call Climate Control today at 816-265-2830. 816-265-2830 for all your cooling, heating, and plumbing needs. Don't wait. Visit ClimateControlKC.com today. Climate Control Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Hi, I'm Amanda, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As director of bridal design, I travel the world for inspiration so that your engagement ring stands out from the rest. My team of in-house designers and I work alongside skilled artisans to curate the most beautiful collection of exclusive engagement rings. At Shane Company, you'll find the ring that's a reflection of your unique style. No cookie-cutter designs here. See our selection in-store or at shaneco.com. Because a friend wants you to get exactly what you want. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Community Blood Center is teaming up with the Kansas City Royals for our annual Royals Weeks. Now through June 14th, help keep our blood supply strong ahead of these critical summer months. Join us to donate blood and receive 2 tickets to a select Royals home game this season. With a single donation, you could be the reason up to 3 people get out of the hospital and into the stands this summer. Schedule your donation today at savealifenow.org or call 877-468-6844.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
At Liberty Mutual, we love helping people with things like customizing car insurance, just like how we customize a song for you. Catered country tune. Liberty Mutual, saving you bucks by protecting your truck. 'Cause Birdie told me to only pay for what I need. Thank you, Limu. I'll always trust a Nemu with Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Wow your dad this Father's Day. Gift him perfectly aged, oh-so-tender steaks and hand-selected gift packages from Omaha Steaks. Get USDA certified tender steaks at your local Omaha Steaks store at the Fountains in Overland Park, or go to omahasteaks.com for fast delivery.
Mia from the Winnings Desk. Every Missouri lottery ticket helps support Missouri public education. Over $8 billion and counting. I was going to list every school, but yeah, there's over 2,400 of them. See the full list at molottery.com/education. Play it forward and play responsibly.
Shawnee Mission Ford, on a mission to do more. Visit our inventory at ShawneeMissionFord.com.
This is Blake Fanning with Shawnee Mission Ford. We promise to continue giving you reason to shop at Shawnee Mission Ford in 2026. Great selection of new and used vehicles, large discount, top trade allowance, and mobile service when you need it. There's no reason to go anywhere else. Shawnee Mission Ford, on a mission to do more in 26.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLInjuryLaw.com.
Kansas side, K10 eastbound, solid from K7 out to Ridgeview with an accident off to both shoulders. Heading into downtown, 29 southbound, still rolling from Front Street into the downtown loop. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
It is the small things that can get you through the summer. You're not going to find anything else like that anywhere else in the city, but right here on 96.5 The Fan, that is a damn fact. Shout out to Eric Stonestreet for that interview. That was great. I go back and listen to that interview, and as he's telling the story of him getting dressed as Santa Claus in Andy Reid's bathroom at his office at One Arrowhead Drive, all I can think about is like a kid getting ready for prom, and your dad comes from behind you and starts to adjust your tie.
That's right.
And he's like, nope, the knot's too low. You need to pull it up here, do that. And he's doing it with the beard.
Yeah.
Is there a porter here?
Awesome.
We should try to get Porter on, Mac. Next time you're at OTAs, see if Porter wants to come on and share that story because it was fantastic. I mean, the interview was so good. Even my mom texted it. She goes, "That was great." As long as the moms love the interviews, Eric says, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah, then you pass.
And him modeling Cam after his mom, who I know very well, Jamie, sweet lady, wonderful woman. When he said he modeled his character a little bit after his mom, I'm like, I can totally see Jamie in that character now. It's really weird. Once he said that, I'm like, oh yeah, I totally see your mom now in Cam. But like that, those are the cool stories because that guy in the 90s was like all of us, just going to college, just a fan, doing his thing. And now all of a sudden, because of his job and how successful he's been able to be, he's gotten these opportunities that we would all love. All those guys have, from Paul Rudd to Eric Stonestreet on down, and everybody else in between.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and to do it in this era too, right? I mean, how cool is it that you get to be a super fan because of how awesome you are in an era when the Chiefs are at their greatest, right? Like, it's a perfect storm for all of us here in Kansas City. You think about Big Slick and all the people that are from Kansas City that put the Big Slick event on, man. It's wild how many stars. I was thinking about it yesterday when I was at home. I'm like, Paul Rudd, Eric Stonestreet, all living here at the same time, growing up at the same time, with everybody else that's been involved in Big Slick over the years. And, I mean, it's just crazy how much talent is here in Kansas City.
Yeah, it's just fun to, like I said to him, I always get called a Cliff Clavin. Like, that's why I love those stories. Like, I love the stuff that you didn't know, and then you get to have your own envision of it. Like, imagine if Mac went into Andy Reid's office.
Whew.
And he's just like, you want to wear my Santa suit?
Yeah,
He'd be like, I never thought this would be.
I would like to see Mac and Andy Reid's Santa suit. I think that would be very good. That would be like a little kid in his dad's suit.
Yes. What would look funnier? Mac in Andy Reid's Santa Claus suit, dressed up as Santa, or Mac wearing a game-worn Wemby jersey?
Wemby. That's actually a good one.
I don't know. Literally go to your ankles.
I think the Wemby jersey would be a dress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We're not talking a replica. We're talking the actual real Santa suit and the real jersey that Wemby would wear during a game. Yeah, that would be a dress.
5'10", 5'11".
I would love that
5'9"?
for you. I love that. Thank you. Yes, 5'9".
5'9". He's 7'5".
Yeah, that's 2 feet.
So there you go.
Yeah, no, that jersey resting on your shoulder absolutely hits the ground. It would be a dress. No, it would be. And it wouldn't be one of those short skirts either. You'd be like 1955 Pollyanna where you have to touch your knee to the ground to make sure, like, that's how low it would be.
Yeah, no
You'd be
ankles.
tripping over it.
Yeah, you would be. Yeah,
That's awesome.
The Andy Reid Santa suit, though, I mean, you'd be swimming in that. You'd get lost in Andy Reid's. Yeah, no, 100%. You'd be lost in Andy Reid's Santa suit. So
you and Siobhan could be in the suit together.
Absolutely.
Remember that picture of the Royals when they had Broxton's pants?
Oh, yeah.
And it was like Tim Allen and somebody else I forget who the hell they were at the time, but two small pitchers
Tim Collins
got into one leg of Jonathan Broxton's pants.
Tim Collins was like 5'8". He was
tiny. Yeah,
number 55, I believe, was his number.
He was number 55. But seriously, though, I mean, imagine that this group of like Kansas City stars, the Riggles of the world, the Keckners, even Heidi Gardner's part of this now. All these
Sudeikis.
And Sudeikis. Can any other city, honest to God, say that they have a better grouping of like superstars than we have with? Yeah, take New York out of the mix. But I mean, but other than those massive places, I mean, like what we have here, I mean,
it's crazy.
There was a time Stonestreet, Rudd, and Sudeikis were the 3 hottest actors out there. You had Modern Family, you had Ant-Man, and you have Ted Lasso. And they're all from Kansas City wandering around here for their whole life growing up. And now they get to enjoy who they are, what they've created, and get to do it with a football team that's on top of the world. It's outstanding.
From the 816, Mac and Wemby's jersey would look like Tom Hanks in the movie Big when he shrinks and goes to 12 years old and he's wearing a man's suit.
Yes, exactly right.
No, that's exactly what it would be. Yeah.
But we do like talking to the local celebrities about Mahomes, and obviously Stonestreet, season ticket holder, really involved with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And he said his moment was I believe 4th and 9 is the play.
Was it 4th and 9?
I thought it was 4th and 9 to Tyreek. I don't know if it was
for
the
Baltimore
Ravens.
Yeah, 4th and 9.
4th and 9 over the middle. And True Green Thumb says he had the same moment too. And I asked you guys on the text line, and I asked Bob and Mac, what was your Mahomes like the Leo meme where he's like, that's it.
We've talked about it. It's the Conley pass for me.
That early?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it may have been earlier, guy. I mean, 10 touchdowns in 2 games.
Somebody says
on the road.
Somebody says the Atlanta Falcons preseason
that could have
game
been that 75-yard pass to Tyreek Hill was pretty insane.
I was there.
I mean,
for that.
they gave us that, and then they took it away for an entire year.
Yep.
And we were all like, well, is that real or is that preseason? And, man, they left you wondering. Like, that's what the Raiders should do with Mendoza. Launch one out like that, have a great play, pull him and never see him again for a year.
Yeah, we'll see you next year. Yeah, exactly.
And then the season happens, and you totally forget it. Like, nobody was pining for Mahomes during that season. Really, the only time people pined for Patrick Mahomes to play was the second half of that Tennessee playoff game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and even that's like, no, Alex Smith I'm still on the other side
I knew
of that.
Mahomes was a professional in that moment because I was in the locker room after that game, and I went up to him and I was like, hey, do you want to talk about the game? He goes, I didn't play. I have nothing to say.
Great
like,
answer.
Perfect.
So beyond his years.
I'm with the text
And that's
line.
why Wemby is compared to
Very
him,
much
in my
so.
opinion,
Very much
because
so.
when you do things at 22 that you're not supposed to do until you're 70, it's like, man, you are advanced beyond your years. Certain players are just that way.
I'm with the text line here because I just recently, so maybe recency bias, but when he threw it left-handed with Von Miller pulling him down on Monday Night Football and the guy's reaction, and then, obviously Mitch, Batman's left-handed?
Yes.
Because if you watch that game again, I don't know how you can, I'm sure there's a way. After he does it, he has that little, like, arrogant walk where he's, like, nodding his head, but he's not, like, doing the thing. He's not home, obviously, but he's, like, kind of walking back like...
He did that in Denver. He'd get beer bottles thrown at him.
And you could tell that it was like, I'm MFing here, dude. Like, I'm him. Like, that was that moment when, like, the world's best defensive player couldn't take down the kid, and he even used his left hand to shove it to Tyreek Hill for a first down when they would go on and win that game in that environment against the division rivalry on Monday Night Football. And even Booger McFarland is speechless.
Yeah,
like, that was my moment where I'm like, okay, he can do it right-handed, left-handed, under duress, anytime he wants to, with a great defender on him. The best that I'd seen at that moment in my life, because Von Miller, Super Bowl MVP, that guy, and even he couldn't do it. And I was like, all right, that's it. Like, I don't need to see any more, and so much more would come after
So much more would come after that. I mean, I was so glad to be at that game. I really was. Like, there's been a lot of games I've been to, obviously, over the years, and I've had the fortunate time of being at some major events. That's one that I'll always remember, though, because it was so magical. I mean, I was telling you the other day, I said that was so early in this thing that, like, Brittany Mahomes was hanging out at our tailgate in Denver that day because she didn't know anybody. It was us. It was like the Lot D guys. Some of them were out there, Dan Joy and crew. And so we had all of these folks out there. It was like, I want to, no, that wasn't the Santos Muffler Shop promote that we did out in Denver. I think that was the first year that Andy Reid was here, and we threw a party in the parking lot of Santos Muffler Shop. I mean,
somebody says their oh crap moment was the 3 touchdowns against Pittsburgh in week 2.
I thought he had six touchdowns against Pittsburgh in week 2.
Six touchdowns. 6 touchdowns against Pittsburgh in week 2 when they had gotten up like 21-0, and when the defense was so piss poor.
Yeah.
That was like, do something. All right. Here we go.
And he did.
That was a great one. I think he had a pass to Kelsey that game that may have been mine. There was like 3 guys around him. There's only one spot that the ball could have gone to in the end zone, and that was the spot. I was just like, what?
Well,
that doesn't happen.
because you have your when he arrived moment for you, but you also still have your favorite moment of Patrick Mahomes. My favorite moment is him hitting Travis Kelce surrounded by 5 Texans in the end zone and just dropping it in there from 2 yards out, and Travis going, I didn't even know I was going to be there.
Yeah, my favorite was the run.
Yeah, the run's incredible. The runs, those are my top 2. Those are my top 2.
The Tennessee run,
Yeah, Mike Vrabel saw that run and
you knew right then and there we are
Yeah.
Coming back on the other side, we get back into Mac's notebook. He's with OTAs. We get to hear all about it next on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
This is Fescoe and Dusty.
Brett Veach has the most underrated chest I've ever seen.
On your home for Chiefs football, 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens, and you know baseball is underway. I know it. You know it. I've seen all your gorgeous pictures, and you know I'm referencing Surfside iced tea and vodka or a Surfside lemonade and vodka. They're smooth, and they're refreshing and perfectly made for game day. Surfside is the perfect match for the ballpark or catching the game at home. Surfside is only 100 calories with 0 bubbles, so it goes down easy with 0 troubles. It's not a seltzer. It's Surfside. Proud partner of the Kansas City Royals. Must be 21 and older. Please drink responsibly.
We all have that one painting project we've been putting off. For me, it was the exterior. I finally called CertaPro Painters, and you know what? I wish I'd done it sooner. They provide a free estimate quickly and at the right price. And what I loved most was the communication. I never had to wonder what was next because they provided reliable daily updates. They treat your home with respect, like it deserves. So schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated.
Spring is here, and as the weather heats up, the sports action heats up at Circa Sports. From baseball to basketball, hockey to golf, Circa Sports has it all. Circa Sports isn't just sports betting, it's sports betting the way it should be. High limits, player-friendly pricing, and exceptional customer service. Whether you're looking for playoff futures or props on your favorite players and more, Circa Sports has you covered. Download the Circa Sports app or visit circasports.com today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. Heartland Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
Booth Creek Wagyu steaks and beef are the best tasting, most flavorful cuts in America. And this Father's Day, you'll get a little something extra for dear old dad. Stop by Booth Creek Wagyu at 95th and Knoll or 135th and Metcalf and receive the ultimate Father's Day grill package when you spend over $299. That's a Booth Creek Grill spatula, Meat Mitch, and Booth Creek seasonings, and even a pair of customized barbecue socks. All free with minimum purchase. Get Dad what he really wants. Available now at both Booth Creek Wagyu locations.
You know that weird smell your AC makes when you turn it on? Ooh, you really shouldn't. Luckily, you can just take it to Telly. Schedule your service at tellytire.com.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
Paid for in client portrayal and endorsement. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Give me one good reason why I should call DM Law.
How about 3 great reasons? 1, it's easy. 2, it's fast. 3, the results.
Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLInjuryLaw.com.
Heading through and out of downtown, 71 southbound bogs down around 29 and crawls down past 22nd Street with lane striping working gradually southward. All lanes are slowed well behind those trucks. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Join 96.5 The Fan for a USA watch party at the Peanut in the Northland on Friday, June 12th as CDOT and Rob broadcast live starting at 2 with kickoff at 8 o'clock. 96.5 The Fan, KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station. This is Fescoe and Dusty.
I got Mahomes' balls in my hands.
On your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Oh, yeah, football.
From potholes to pop-ups, we got it covered.
Hey!
Here's Bob Fescoe.
Take a bite out of my ass.
And Dusty Likens.
Big nuts. Couldn't have said it better myself. Don't forget to join 96.5 The Fan on Friday, June 12th. C.Rob broadcasting live from the Peanut in the Northland. Starting at 2 o'clock. We'll be giving away coolers and prizes for those in attendance that hang out and watch USA play as they kick off at 8 o'clock at night. Our watch parties this summer presented by Truly, the official seltzer of U.S. Soccer, and by Security Bank of Kansas City, boldly local since 1933. OTAs, Mac, you were out there yesterday. A lot of people out there, but you always have your handy-dandy notebook. Shout out Blues Clues. But
big shout out to Blues Clues.
Where you're mesmerized is the size and the torque of Ken Walker III.
Yeah, I mean, what a unit. What a monster. I am loving what I'm seeing, not only from him, but loving what I'm hearing about him, because we all saw him in the Super Bowl. We all saw that 6-week stretch that he had. We saw what he could do on the field. But now we're finding out what kind of person this guy is. And I mean, he and Eric Bieniemy are two peas in a pod. They are football first. They are intense.
Do they just yell at each other the whole time?
I think so. Well, I think Ken might be there might be a good yin and yang, because what I'm getting from what I'm hearing about him and the one time we got to talk to him, it seems like he's the same but the opposite of Bieniemy. Like the other side, instead of screaming, it's more like silence and very like somber and serious.
Nobody wants to say the wrong thing.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, exactly right. So, love getting to see Ken and Patrick Mahomes out there. No, not Rashee Rice.
No, he's disposed right now.
He's still in
At least
jail.
when you're out there, you're not.
Crank the hog, man. Crank it up.
He is predisposed. How much longer is he in jail?
14 days.
But did
that's it already?
Yesterday was halfway. So
No, really? Oh,
Yes.
good for him. Is he good behavior?
He is officially now in an isolation, and he is now allowed rehab, I believe, for the last 2 weeks.
That report.
Yeah,
that's good.
Also, a month from today is the 4th of July.
Yeah,
So
it's crazy.
15 days goes fast.
It does. I mean, it does. I mean, really, it does. I mean, he's been in jail too. I'm sure for him it's not going fast, but I mean, for us it is.
Yeah, I want to talk about. We talked about some offense stuff. Obviously, Mahomes, first off, looks great. Looks incredible. We've talked about that. Bob, you said it since day one. He'll play week 1. He'll play preseason week 1, maybe. I mean, he looks so ahead of schedule. And I know Andy Reid would say, who wrote the schedule? I don't know, everyone else, but he's ahead of whatever fictional schedule there is out there.
And that's what Andy Reid was on with Colin, I think, yesterday. And Colin asked him something about that. Maybe he said it in his press conference as well. But he told Colin, he goes, who's coming up with this? Yeah, who's coming up with how long somebody has to be out?
Dr. Chow.
Right. But that's where I've been for the last couple of years on this, is like we're putting people in a box. Medical things have changed, right? We heal faster. The human body is more in shape than it's ever been before for professional athletes. And so what used to be a year, injury may only be 9 to 10 months now. And so we have to get out of that backwards way of thinking and putting everybody who has an ACL injury into the same category, or an Achilles injury or a shoulder injury. As Dusty mentioned earlier, Tommy John, like we just want to put everybody into that same box. Well, some people heal a lot. So it takes longer for some people to get better, as we're seeing with Michael Parsons right now out there in Green Bay, or even Omar Norman Lott. There was a comment yesterday by Steve Spagnuolo, says we got to get him healthy.
Yeah, got to get him out. I did not like that.
I didn't like that either.
You could also bring up Tyrese Halliburton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Jones is ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
Quotes.
What about your guy for the Celtics this past year?
Tatum. Yep. Proved a lot that he was ahead of schedule. Absolutely.
And even, and I go back to 2 years when Aaron Rodgers was sitting there saying, I may be back by the end of the year. And we all laughed, right? And everybody said, ha, 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 there's no way you're going to be back. There's no way. An Achilles, it takes a year. Maybe Aaron Rodgers was kind of letting us in on something like the game has changed, when it comes to these injuries. And so having that mindset that he's going to be out for a year and not play in week 1 just because that's the way it's been before, that's a slap in the face to Patrick Mahomes, too, for how much he's working to rehab this knee.
And then you got to see Bob's crush, Emmett Thomas.
Emmett Johnson. Emmett Johnson was there. He looked great, running wide receiver routes, catching passes. I've heard nothing but great things about him so far, so that's good. It feels like he could be that RB2 starting week 1. We'll see. We know how they are with rookies. We haven't asked a lot about DeMarcado, but obviously that will be a battle back there. But, similar to Andy Reid talking about who makes the schedule, Spagnuolo said, what's the Spags mold? Because someone asked a question about the defensive backs and Spags mold. He's like, what is a Spags mold guy? I don't know what that is. He's like, I just like good football players kind of thing. So he was talking about balancing how much to add and how much to take away from this defense, because the youth on this defense is real. And he has thought a lot about that. And it looks like they are going to dumb this down a little bit and get more back to fundamentals, more back to basics, because that's secondary, and we know how much he likes to move those guys around. This guy's blitzing, now this guy's back, and in different packages and all those things. I think we'll see a little bit less for the first 4 to 8 weeks on that, and then we'll see him get more exotic as the season goes.
And as I've said with Spags over the years, the first 2 weeks are going to be brutal this year, I think, from a defensive standpoint. So don't lose your mind. I'm cautioning you right now. The first 8 quarters, don't pay attention to from a defensive standpoint, because you probably won't like it. It happened here, okay, when he came here. It happened when he went to the Giants. It happens when he takes over a new program. And this, Mac, I guess you're out there, you see all these new guys, like, I don't know any of these faces. It's kind of a new program on defense this year.
It is, and I got a lot of new players, obviously. Peter Woods, 305 to 310 is where he's at right now. He likes that weight. But R. Mason Thomas, lots of stuff about your guy R. Mason Thomas, Dustman, yesterday. Okay. Went to Oklahoma, obviously. We know DeMarco Murray, Oklahoma. He was a big part of that before the draft process. Then when we were talking about guys, his name was brought up, and DeMarco Murray mentioned that he was a perfect culture fit for here and didn't really have to sell him. They already liked him. But once they heard DeMarco Murray's endorsement, who had been with him for 4 years, by the way, 4 years he had been around R. Mason Thomas, and he said, no, this guy, I've been in this building just for a month. I know R. Mason Thomas is going to fit in perfectly here. And so far early on, he really, really has. Spag mentioned the get-off juice, the amount of juice that he has, the work. I love that.
Yeah, same.
it's
And
interesting that
the
running back coach is vouching for this guy. Okay.
Yes.
So just kind of a little bit behind the scenes. You're the running back. You're not talking to the defensive players. You don't know anything about them. You probably don't even know their names. That's just the way it works, right? You're focused on what you're doing. And because I've heard these stories before, they always tell you when somebody on the other side of the ball is complimenting a player, like the way that DeMarco Murray was with R. Mason Thomas, that should make you listen a little bit more, because DeMarco Murray had nothing to do with R. Mason Thomas. He was just part of the team, completely different position, different side of the football. The fact that he's vouching for the character of that guy when he barely knew him because he was on the other side of the ball, that says a lot.
Yes. Going against him in practices, he knows the kind of guy he is, the kind of worker he is. Mm-hmm. And then Joe Cullen, obviously defensive line coach, talked about R. Mason Thomas as well. Cliff Averill and Frank Clark were 2 names that he brought up as far as comps to his playing style, in which we brought up Frank Clark before. Obviously, size, big difference. Frank's bigger, but that ability to be full speed and be at like a 45-degree angle, be bending like that around a corner.
Yeah.
He says R. Mason Thomas has that in droves. Now,
can he get parallel to the ground on his side? You know what I'm saying? Like,
like we saw
contort the body.
It looks like we're going to see a lot of that. I'm excited about that. He did mention he's raw. So all those exciting things that we love and the bend and the comparisons to Clark the Shark. Also, he mentioned a lot to learn. So just take that with a grain of salt. Lastly, little note on George Karlaftis that kind of was a big note. Broke his hand last year, had surgery in the bye week, and that hand that was broken was on his power hand. That pushing
changes
power
a lot,
hand.
then, doesn't it?
It does change my perspective a little bit on last season with George Karlaftis for sure.
Boys, I've got some news from Twitter. Report. Free agent cornerback L'Jarius Sneed is visiting with the Kansas City Chiefs today.
Let's go. Let's go.
Why not?
Hell yes.
What do you got to lose?
That's nothing.
Veteran minimum?
Exactly right. It's perfect Chiefs signing.
It's a perfect, exactly. It's a no-brainer.
Yep.
You can still come home. We'll get back to it on 96.5 The Fan here after this break. You're home for Kansas City Sports.
That's like horseradish.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Golden Oak Lending have been more than friends for us for over a decade. They've been family for us, and that's what happens when you become part of a family. Everybody looks out for your best interests, and Golden Oak Lending is always doing that for us. In fact, they do that for everybody that's part of the Golden Oak family. And now you're saying, hey, how do I get part of that family? Sounds like they're really looking out for you. Well, you do. You get into that family with your free mortgage checkup with Golden Oak Lending. It's risk-free. There's no paperwork or credit card required. It's just a simple phone conversation where you tell Golden Oak Lending where you are in your financial life and then where you want to go. Then it's Golden Oak's job to get together with themselves and everybody in their office to find a loan that's better than the one that you're currently in. If they do, great, you're on your way. If there's not one that's better, they'll tell you that as well and never put you in a loan that isn't better than the one that you're currently in. And when you refinance with Golden Oak Lending, you're going to save $1,104 per month on average, and you're going to get to go 2 months without having to make that mortgage payment. So take that free mortgage checkup now, 913-890-GOLD. That's 913-890-GOLD, and let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Hey, it's Rob Brennan. We hope you're enjoying Beyond the Pitch KC, a podcast on how Kansas City landed the world's biggest sporting event. It's presented by Commerce Bank. Visit commercebank.com/soccer26. New episodes released every Wednesday on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'll tell you what, last night you probably were not as excited as I was when you drove up to your house just as twilight was settling in and you saw your lawn. And I looked at my yard and I went, oh my goodness, I'm so happy this is my yard. It looks awesome. And it's all great because of my friends over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control. And so if you didn't drive up last night or leave the house this morning just so fired up about how great your yard looks, then you need to call my friends at Aspen because our yard was a mess when they took over about 14 months ago now. It was dirt. It was weeds. There were roots everywhere. We didn't know what we were doing. And so I surrendered and I said, hey, Aspen Lawn and Pest Control, take over. And they did. Their college-educated professionals got to work, and now we have the best-looking lawn on the block. And we're able to enjoy it with the mosquito dome. This time of year, we love sitting outside. We have the mosquito dome put over our house, keeps out all those mosquitoes, the fleas, the ticks as well. It is perfect for us, and it is so safe for our dog. So you're going to get a free estimate and up to half off your first application when you mention this ad. So visit them now at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens. The world's game at BetMGM is here. Bet on the soccer showdowns with 2 up early payout so that if you're up 2, BetMGM will pay you. That's right. Let's say you put your money on Leo Messi in Argentina. They go up too early in the first half. Well, BetMGM will pay you. That's right. Place a pre-game straight match result bet on any tournament game. If at any point your team is up by 2 goals, you will instantly win your bet. Then enjoy BetMGM's same-game parlays, daily promotions, player props, and so much more for the world's game. You like Ronaldo in Portugal. You like Harry Kane in England. Whoever it may be, don't miss your shot at an early win with 2 up early payout to get paid out if at any point your team is up by 2 goals. Regardless of the final outcome of the match, make it a tournament to remember with BetMGM. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 and older only. Missouri only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply. Please gamble responsibly.
I can't raise my arms. I can't climb stairs, and I can't kneel down, which means I can't play with the kids, golf with the guys, or get through a workday without exhausting pain. Hey, it's Bob Fescoe, and I'm here to celebrate what you can do. That's exactly what QC Kinetics patients are doing. Not bracing for that next jolt of pain. It's gone. They've moved on, back to living their lives. You've heard me talk about the team at QC Kinetics, and so many of you have already been through their game-changing regenerative treatments, and it's all done right in the office. No missing work, no surgery, no long recovery. The inflammation calms down and the pain backs off. So go find out what you can do. It's a good life out there, folks. Go live it to the fullest. Let's get rid of that pain starting right now. The consultation is totally free. 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. QC Kinetics off 435 in State Line and in Gladstone. 816-412-6299.
Water backing up? Drains slowing down? It's only going to get worse. Head off bigger problems with a $79 mainline drain cleaning from Hamilton Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Rooter. Plus, a free video camera inspection to pinpoint exactly where that clog is. We'll clear the problem the right way and get your home back to normal. Over 40 years experience and more than 8,000 5-star reviews are great reasons to trust Hamilton. Visit callhamilton.com/radio for details, terms, and conditions.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
I'm Anna Garcia, host of True Crime News, the podcast. Every week, we bring you in-depth coverage on cases making headlines, as well as those that go under the radar. Tune in for murders that defy explanation, mysteries seeking exploration, and shocking secrets that will leave you breathless. Each week, we honor the victims by going beyond the salacious in our search for justice. Crime never stops, and neither do we. Listen to True Crime News, available now on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Today, expect partly sunny skies with a chance of showers and thunderstorms reaching a high of 85.
Weather brought to you by Duke's Mayo. Welcome to Duke's Mayo Country, where the mayo is so smooth and creamy, it makes every bite better. Duke's Mayo. Look for the yellow lid.
Countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here, for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
All right, Mac, you are the only one currently in the building that has got some excitement of L'Jarius Sneed back in Kansas City visiting the Chiefs.
Really?
Speck,
yes.
Hand in his head. Alex Gold shaking his head. Cody Tapp. Yeah, we're going to let the rookies play. Let's go get L'Jarius Sneed. Drew Nixon.
Okay.
Well, at least he's not in Cincinnati.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, when was the last time L'Jarius Sneed was good?
The year he
left here, right? Yeah, the year he left here. You're right, Tennessee. But it all adds into whether or not he's still a good player, right?
I also know that last year he didn't play not because he was hurt, but because that relationship in Tennessee was completely severed. That was done on both sides, and they were not going to play him for lots of reasons not having to do with football.
Sure.
So I would add that, and I know that from
yeah, absolutely. You don't have to explain how you know that, but you work down there. You would take what you say. You know people. Boom, you move on. Yeah.
So I was going to say, so that's that I would say for just to caution people like, oh, these last years. Well, last year I would write off a little bit. I'm not going to say he's going to be.
How old is he now?
Good question.
Thank you. He's got to be pushing 30,
right?
I mean, as a guy that can come in here and be a body for you in camp and challenge some, fine.
That's my thing.
Look. They signed L'Jarius Sneed, and immediately we think, oh, that means he's going to come in here and start and be a player, and we're screwed. Like, that's how our minds work, right? He could be a camp body. He could be a depth guy. He's a guy that's been around the system before and knows what Steve Spagnuolo does and how he calls his defenses. And when you have a secondary that's never played with Steve Spagnuolo for the most part before, a lot of young guys on the defensive line. Yeah. Hey, if you can have a couple of extra guys on your roster that know what they're supposed to do,
100%.
I'm fine with it from that standpoint. I just don't want people to have these expectations. Oh, here comes L'Jarius Sneed. He's going to throat punch Tyreek Hill and get him from dead.
None of that's happening.
That's not happening anymore. But to have a voice, a brain in the locker room that knows what Steve Spagnuolo is saying, because Steve Spagnuolo could get up there and do all this stuff, and some of the cornerbacks or whoever can look around and go, I'm not quite grasping this. And then you can have L'Jarius Sneed be like, no, I've been in this before. I know exactly what we need to do. So kind of an extension from that. It's fine. I don't think you should be, excited or be disappointed by it. He's a Jag right now. He's just a guy coming in,
From the 6-2-0, L'Jarius Sneed's in the building. Is he in a wheelchair on crutches?
Yeah, I'm not. I get not jumping for joy, but the shaking your head and hands.
I mean, it's a
in the
guy.
Head,
they were going to
ridiculous.
sign a defensive back anyway.
Do me a favor and go out there for 2 seconds. Go. Is nobody excited about L'Jarius Sneed be back in the building? And it'll be crickets.
Yeah, not like excitement. No,
Excitement, fine,
no.
but like you're going to be negative about it. There's literally
there's no reason to be negative.
There's zero risk to this.
Right.
There's only possible reward. He will be extremely cheap. He knows the system, and they've got half the answer. They're so close out there. It seems in the bullpen. I wasn't out there, but from what you said, yes, it's a bunch of young guys. Bring the guy who knew the system better than anyone next to Trent McDuffie and played at the best level. Yes, absolutely.
I don't have a problem bringing in an old timer that knows what's going on.
Yes.
Again, sometimes it's easier to communicate with the guys in the trenches than it is with the bosses. It happens a lot. It's like, well, you don't talk to Spector ever.
I love this from the 417. If we sign Sneed, does that count as a Chiefs corner getting a second contract? That's awesome.
No, it'd be his third.
Take the day. You're right. It would be.
Hey, we finally found a way to get a guy a second contract. Send him away for a few years, get a lot of draft picks for him, and sign him for the league minimum when he's past his prime. Hey, Carrington, I'll tell you, that guy's washed. We can get him for nothing.
Yeah.
In case you missed it, free agent cornerback L'Jarius Sneed is visiting today with the Kansas City Chiefs. Sneed played for the Chiefs before they traded him to the Titans. That comes from Adam Schefter.
Oh, did Schefter let us know that? Thank God Adam let us know that.
He played for the Chiefs before the Titans.
That's right.
Did you know that Juju Smith-Schuster left to go to New England and then came back to Kansas City?
Right.
Because he had also played for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, my favorite one was he signed with the Giants, who Matt Nagy now knows him from Kansas City. There's always a connection in something like that.
Always.
Tony Gonzalez played basketball at Cal.
Yeah, you know, Ryan Fitzpatrick went to Harvard.
He did?
Yeah, and Christian Moody was a volleyball player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very good one.
That, yeah.
I think that was him, right?
I've always imagined birds living in Ryan Fitzpatrick's beard.
Yeah, you watch too much Family Guy.
I know I do. But that is like every time I see Ryan Fitzpatrick's beard, find me another beard who could house birds better than what Ryan Fitzpatrick has on his face. Eric Bieniemy is up there. That Eric Bieniemy beard that he had, I don't know if he's sporting beard now.
He is.
But that one that he had a couple of years ago, that was a good nesting beard for birds.
Yeah,
Harden?
Harden's a good nesting beard.
Lovie Smith.
Lovey's a good nesting beard, yeah.
ZZ Top.
That's a good one, too. Yeah.
I think it might just be Z Top now.
I think we lose one of the Z's.
We lost one of them, not the two front ones.
Ozzy's or just one of the Z's?
We lost Ozzy, too.
Yeah, we did. No, but Aziz, since what was that guy who played for the Texans? Aziz
Al-Shaair.
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah, so I just always thought Ryan Fitzpatrick had the best nesting beard for birds.
Chest hair, too.
Great chest hair.
He was doing those like post games, like shirtless at times. Jason Kelsey, if he let it grow, could have one. He's got that thick.
Oh yeah, that
yeah,
is
he
a good
does.
one.
Yeah, that thick beard. Yeah, I was
scraggly.
Somehow a clip from New Heights from like 2 years ago popped up, and it was Travis trying to name every coach in the coach's picture. Oh my God! I don't know who this guy is. Never heard of that one. Who the hell is this?
Never heard of it.
It was so good. Travis is like, I got no idea who that guy is. And Jason goes, that guy coached for Cincinnati. And Travis is like, is it Taylor or something? It's wonderful. I retweeted it if you want to watch it, just to have a good laugh in the middle of the day. Travis proving what we all know: irrelevant, nameless, faceless coaches for the most part. That's why when you have a good one like Andy Reid, it really does make a difference, Mac. And you see that now at OTAs, seeing Chad O'Shea and what difference that makes when you have the right leaders and coaches in place. It absolutely 1,000,000% helps your entire organization.
Stuff that we're trying to bring to the summer story sessions is stuff like this that you hear from John Kruk. Baseball's greatest moments. They always have a bunch of stuff that's either low-hanging fruit or whatever, but John Kruk, after being caught smoking a cigarette after a game, quote, "That's horrible to see a professional athlete like you smoking." He said back, "I'm not an athlete, lady. I'm a baseball player."
I'm a baseball player. Yeah.
Nice.
John Kruk would be a good one for Sunday or stories from summer sessions.
Summer stories.
Have you ever seen Chris Farley do John Kruk on Saturday Night Live? It is one of the greatest clones you will ever see because he goes on Weekend Update and no one has a chance to keep a straight face.
It's so good. Yeah.
It's dead on John Kruk and Chris Farley pulls it off. It's crazy.
It really is. It's one of the better ones. He's fantastic. But Kruk's the announcer for the Phillies, so it should be pretty easy to just go through the Phillies and see. We can get John Kruk on just tell him. We just want to talk about like stories that he has. We don't care about your team.
This is crazy. I didn't know this. From the 417, Cliff Clavin notes, my favorite thing about ZZ Top is that the 2 lead singers have the beard, and the drummer, who was clean shaven, was named Frank Beard.
That's awesome. I love stuff like that.
And then from the 816, you guys should have Rasheed Rice on the show to tell us his summer story this year.
Take the summer. You don't have to come back till after Labor Day after that text. Joining us now for our summer session stories for Rasheed Rice. What'd you do this summer?
You have a collect call coming from Rasheed Rice. Would you like to accept?
The collect calls in the jailhouse will always remind me of the Ricky Clemens tapes and driving down to Columbia that day, and picking up a stack of CDs probably about a foot high of all the jailhouse tapes. And they're like, here, you guys can go through all of these. We're like, just give us the highlights, man.
Our guy, our guy Price Carter said the Chiefs can save $5 million against the cap by cutting Christian Fulton.
Done.
And L'Jarius Sneed fills that spot on a vet discount? I don't know. I don't really know much about Christian Fulton. I know that a lot of people aren't happy with his gameplay from time to time.
Did we see enough to even know about Christian Fulton last year?
He was hurt.
Yeah.
And then when he was healthy, he didn't play. And you could come up with different reasons as to why that is. But if you're not a Sneed guy and you're a Fulton guy, I question your reasoning. I question your logic.
My question, glad that you said that. My thing is like, whose spot is he going to take that you brought in as a young youth? Because we were told that, this is the way now. Like, this is the way these guys are. We're going to play these young kids. Like, we're going to play these guys.
Well, I don't think L'Jarius Sneed is going to take away any playing time from anybody.
Well, why would you bring him in?
Just to have a backup guy,
a
veteran guy on the roster? No, he's not going to get any playing time.
We need bodies. We don't have enough depth. So we
Depth.
need people, 3rd, 4th, 5th guys to come in. I also saw a text. I can't remember what number, but you know who you are. Potential safety role. I mean, we know we're thin at that position as well. And this is a guy who played safety in college and, again, knows this defense, could step in as a veteran and maybe play a little safety. He could just be a Swiss Army knife for you. I think is what that is. So
I mean, you don't have to bring in guys to be starters. Just because some guy shows up doesn't mean he's going to get playing time. I mean, there are 53 dudes on the roster, and you got to find a way to maximize everybody's talents. And just because you're on the roster doesn't mean you're a starter, you're a name, and they're bringing you in. Doesn't mean you're going to get playing. Doesn't even mean you're going to make the team. I mean, there's no guarantees that L'Jarius, just because you know his name doesn't mean he's going to make the team. He's still got to go out there and play and see if he's got anything in the tank. This is the time of year you take flyers on everybody.
I do like it from the concept of the theory that I love, which is in-house competition works. Wait, they're bringing in L'Jarius. They drafted me. They brought me over here. Well, why is this guy? Could get your ass in shape. You know what I mean? So like, plus, what are you losing? Right?
That's my thing.
I'm not thrilled. I'm not like over the moon. DeAndre Hopkins, Mac Morey, but
that's fine.
And you shouldn't be. It's a guy. If he never played here, we wouldn't even be talking about this guy.
Yeah.
If this was the guy that signed with, let's say, the Rams, I don't know why I bring them up, nobody would even be talking about. Yeah, right. No, we're not talking about this. Or if we had a L'Jarius Sneed that played for the Rams for 5 years and we signed him, some nondescript guy. He's a nondescript guy that's just going to come in. I think we spent too much time talking about L'Jarius Sneed. We probably spent more time talking about L'Jarius Sneed than the role he should have on this team this year.
Well, we can talk about Jayhawk for Life's tweet at me. June 4th, 1984, Bruce Springsteen released his 7th studio album, Born in the USA. Produced a record-tying 7 straight top 10 singles.
Man, his concert last week in D.C. must have hit, man.
Yeah.
Do you read about concerts when they're over?
Yeah, this concert's a little different. It's not like what you would think a Bruce Springsteen concert would be. It's more so like he's doing like a protest type of concert. Like it's a political thing.
Okay.
And I don't get involved in politics. So I just kind of stay away from it. And then, like I've said this is the comp that I'll give it to. I want to see John Mayer live, but the last time he was in Kansas City, he was just doing an acoustic show. I want to see it all. I want to see from electric to acoustic to everything. I don't want to go see Bruce talk about politics. I want to see Bruce just sing from all the albums of all the years, but that's what he's doing right now. So, like, you do what you want to do you, boo. But, like, that's not – I'm glad people are enjoying it, but that's not what I would go see the show for.
You don't want to do that.
Because he's just singing all the songs that are politically driven. So there's some that are bangers, but it's like – there's a message, and then there's a song, and then there's a message, and there's a song, and it's like, come on, Bruce, like, get back to, that's why when he was in Kansas City, like, my dad and I went, I don't need to see him again. I saw him.
You did. You're done.
And I don't know how good he is these days, as older he's getting. I don't want it's like seeing your grandfather with dementia. You know, you don't want to
like you go to see Guns N' Roses, I'm like, I've seen what I want to see.
Yeah, you don't need to go see David Lee Roth. All you're going to see is a snake and leather pants. No voice. But what we did see last night was a snake come out of the fourth quarter and bite the Spurs in the ass, and that snake was Jalen Brunson. What a killer, dude! Are we gonna keep seeing this? Like, because you got to look at it from two different sides of the court, right? How are the Spurs gonna get past that and get other opportunities? Because they were just trying to hit angles last night, and every time they threw one in there was a Knicks player tipping it up. So they've done their homework there, and then also like. How are the Spurs going to stop Mr. Brunson in the fourth quarter? Because as of this point in the playoffs, ain't nobody come close yet.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. Do they have an answer for him? I think based on game one, and you can roll your eyes at me, putting Cat on Wemby was a great answer. I mean, they really did a great job defending him late. I thought Karl Anthony Towns was brilliant last night. He's the reason they won that game. He was great from start to finish in that game for the Knicks last night. It's awesome to see him grow into this role, and it really gives me a lot more hope than I even had before with the Chad O'Shea hire, because Karl Anthony Towns was being written off last year at this time in New York. People were criticizing him. They were calling him weak. They were questioning his desire. And now they're winning games in the playoffs, and they won last night's game because Karl Anthony Towns is now playing great basketball. And you know what? The only change that they made in New York was unlocking him with Mike Brown. And I am going to give Mike Brown all the credit in the world, because I look at that as a major change. A player went from being a guy that was getting destroyed to being a guy that's dominating now, and is the reason why you have a 1-0 lead, or one of the biggest reasons why anyway. You have a 1-0 lead going into game 2 of the NBA Finals. And so I look at that move by changing head coaches and what that did, how that could impact athletes here in Kansas City. And I'm talking about the wide receivers. You got rid of a coach that wasn't capable of coaching at the highest levels, and you're bringing in a coach that is and has coached at the highest levels, just like Mike Brown has done. And I can't now wait to see what guys like Rice and Worthy are going to do with a legit wide receiver coach, just like we've seen what Karl Anthony Towns has done this year, just by changing the head coach and making sure that he was in position to be utilized in the best way possible. That's what a good coach does.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. I'll point this loss at Mitch Johnson if we're going to have to blame one person.
A lot of people are saying he got schooled by Mike Brown yesterday,
He did get schooled last night. And schooling himself, too, kind of galaxy branding. Carter Bryant, rookie, one of the 20-year-olds on the team in the NBA that kind of does look like a 20-year-old. Like, not like these other guys like Castle and Harper who are just ahead of their time. This is a rookie who's playing in the NBA Finals, and he looks like a baby. He looks like he is seeing way too much. He played 4 minutes last night. All of them were in the fourth quarter, and he was guarding Jalen Brunson the whole time, and that is when that run began. He took Bryant. He did whatever he wanted. He got to exactly the spot that he wanted to against Carter Bryant. He played Harrison Barnes for 12 minutes. He took 2 shots. He missed both of them. I don't need to see as much De'Aaron Fox. 38 minutes from a guy who missed Game 6 of last series, most of Game 6 of last series, because he couldn't play because of his hamstring. I think Dylan Harper should start. I think we should see no Carter Bryant. I think he's got to shorten his rotation. Wembanyama will figure out the Cat thing. That was the preparation, like I said yesterday.
2-12 while Karl Anthony Towns.
Unbelievable.
Towns was guarding him. Yeah, 2-12.
Unbelievable. And Cat will still do well, but I think, like I said, they had the advantage last night. Like I said yesterday,
this is like a real geek conversation. That's a lot of fun, because I'm just picturing these coaches looking at that game one and going, "All right, Wemby, here's how you figure out Cat. All right, Cat, this is what they're going to do. Here's what you're going to do in game 2.
Yes, the chess match.
Like this is fun to kind of watch how each team is going to counteract. And again, as you said earlier, no disrespect to me at all. If Bob's excited about the NBA, everybody should be.
Mm-hmm. This is kind of exciting. The most points in the playoffs since 2020-2021 season. Jokic, 1,919.
In the playoffs?
Mm-hmm. Jason Tatum leads with 2,151. You know who's second?
Brunson?
2,107. He is 45 points away for passing Jason Tatum as the most points in the playoffs since 2020 and 2021.
Does he get it? Because I got the Knicks in 3.
I mean, he can get 23
again. He will.
2 more games?
What if he breaks that record or ties Tatum after game 2? Are the Spurs winning a game? If he drops 40 on Friday night.
If they go up 2-0 and they take that to the Garden, I'm worried.
But 2-0, you hate
I'd
that.
Be worried. Yeah,
worst lead in sports.
But then my other thing would be like, all right, Wemby, let's go. This is it. This is the time, baby. Give us one.
What if he doesn't? low.
And people will freak out. Like I said, it'll happen. We'll have a referendum on his career, and will be ridiculous, and he'll come back even stronger, and he'll make it his whole personality.
And what do you always say? Sometimes you got to get knocked down to come back even stronger.
Yeah, you do. But I'm just worried about what people are going to say about Wemby, because I think he's the next Patrick Mahomes in sports, and I feel like if they don't win this series, people are going to just dog on this guy.
They're going to destroy him, yes.
And realizing he's only 22 years old. Like, we're asking him to do things that have never really been done before, right?
Exactly. Yeah, no, especially in this century. He's got to figure out some go-to moves on offense. Last night in the fourth quarter, he was just trying to run around, do everything, hitting the backboard, trying to get his own rebound. Just felt like...
It looked a little discombobulated, not going to lie.
Yeah, slow down. Take a breath.
Hard to do that, though.
Gosh, I couldn't do it.
Right. I mean, think about all that adrenaline that you have. I mean, have you ever been in that spot where you got so much adrenaline? It's just like, oh, my God, what am I going to do?
Yeah. Sex.
Yeah. Well, but not in the middle of a game.
Oh,
yeah.
smash.
You know, so it's interesting to see how he's going to kind of handle that. And, like, I think game 2 will be a lot calmer, too.
I don't know. I needed a cigarette after like 5 minutes of watching that game last night. I was like...
But that was one of those games where, like, everybody was just... nobody was doing anything they should have been doing in the first
adrenaline.
5 minutes. That's exactly what... I guarantee if you talk to all 10 of those guys... I would say half of them were probably blacked out for the first. Because athletes say that all the time. I have no idea, man. I was blacked out for the first couple of minutes of that game with everything that was going on. And then all of a sudden the game starts to go and you get into that flow.
Right.
And then we saw, the way that it all played out. And the fourth quarter was fantastic for everybody.
To kind of go back to the Royals for a second, Hudler was telling that story when they were playing Texas, and Caglione, obviously last year, his first career home run in Texas. It was in his eyes, and it went over. And he said, "What do you remember about that?" And he goes, I don't know. I thought it was a pop-up, and I blacked out until I got to third base and saw Vance Wilson. I was like, oh, yeah, that's a whole, like, even that. The guy who's hit 300 home runs his whole entire life hits his first home run in the big leagues and has no idea where he is.
Yeah, you black out because you're like, whoa, it's crazy. Can't believe this happened. I remember I was at Disney World when I was a kid, and we had to, you got the opportunity to be part of the skit or whatever they were doing, right? And I was a baseball player for the Mets that just hit a game-winning home run. And my line was, I just closed my eyes and swung. And so I always kind of go back to that. Like, that's what happens at times. Like, athletes just get into such a mode, into such a, like, that Zen mode that they're in now, that tunnel vision, and they can't see anything, and they're just so focused. And then they miss everything because they're like, yeah, I was blacked out during that. I didn't see any of that.
Tweet of the day yesterday goes to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Final. Unfortunately, we did not win this game. Coming up on the other side, we will wrap this show up on the, we'll just wrap the show up here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football, 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Jay's Southland Tow Service have been doing an unbelievable job forever here in Kansas City, and they're going to help you out in so many different ways. You got a boat, you got a camper, does it need to get down to the lake for the summer, and you don't have the time to do it? Let Jay's Southland Tow Service do it for you. My buddy Ralph, his brother Jamie, they had their camper towed down to the lake a couple of weeks ago, and he was telling me the other day, he goes, man, that was awesome. They just towed it down there. I didn't have to worry about it. It was great. And I said, yeah, that's because Jay's Southland Tow takes care of everything. You don't have to worry about anything when you use my friends over at Jay's Southland Tow. So when you get into a car accident, if your car doesn't start, any kind of car trouble, call my friends at Jay's Southland Tow. They'll be out, and you won't have to worry about waiting for the insurance company. So what I want you to do is put their number in your phone right now, 816-779-4TOW, 816-779-4TOW. Put that in your phone, and you've got it, and you're ready to go. You can also check them out at southlandtow.com. Use the tow service trusted by most local police departments, and Tammy from the West, and it's Jay's Southland Tow. There's nothing they can't do, so be in the know and use Jay's Southland Tow.
That wreck really took everything off track. Can't work, can't help with the kids. The bills are stacking up.
Then stop waiting. Call the Car Crash Kings, SWL Injury Law. Car crashes, that's what they do.
Yeah?
Yeah, they go to work so you can get your life back and get paid what you're owed.
Don't get pushed around. Visit us at SWL Injury Law today for your free consultation. We're the Car Crash Kings. It's what we do.
Visit SWLinjurylaw.com. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com.
Feature therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-329-1010. That's 1-800-329-1010. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-329-1010. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup this summer, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent. The future stars who are already turning heads at age 14. Because next doesn't wait for an invitation. And neither do we. Hyundai has always moved the future within reach. We did it when we made advanced safety standard on every vehicle and engineered EVs with ultra-fast charging capability. Because the future isn't some far-off concept. It's already here. Next starts now. Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
When Kansas City storms roll through, hail and wind can damage your roof without you even realizing it. If your home was hit, call us at Century Roofing for a free inspection today. We handle every step with your insurance company, making the process stress-free and easy for you. For over 35 years and more than 35,000 roofs, we've been protecting Kansas City homes. Let us protect yours. Trust the Pillars of Strength with KC-based and female-owned. Century Roofing, KC.com.
Century Roofing, trust the Pillars of Strength.
This is Stories from the Pitch, brought to you by the first ever Infiniti QX65 and by Lowe's. Give your yard its own moment with new limited time deals from Lowe's.
Diego Forlan had been written off at England, a Manchester United flop, 3 goals in 2 seasons. He went home and rebuilt himself into one of Europe's finest strikers. South Africa was his coronation. Goals from absurd distances, both feet. Ball struck so cleanly the Jabulani, the much maligned tournament ball, actually held its line. He scored against South Africa, Ghana, Germany. He hit the crossbar in the last minute of the 3rd place match. 5 goals total. Golden Ball winner, best player of the tournament. Uruguay, a country of 3 million people, finished 4th. Forlan's father had played for them in the 1974 World Cup. Some inheritances take longer to claim than others.
Stay tuned to this Odyssey station for more Stories from the Pitch.
this?
Nope.
The Knicks playoff push is expected to generate at least $145 million in revenue.
Wow.
Merchandise, concessions, and sponsorships, just because of their run in the playoffs, have generated that franchise $145 million.
Hello, America.
I mean, tell me the Knicks don't matter.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
Oh, my God.
Good for them. News of the day, if you missed it, L'Jarius Sneed visiting the Kansas City Chiefs facility today, as I assume he doesn't leave without being a member of the Kansas City Chiefs. That's just my assumption. I don't know anything. I don't have any sources or anything like that, but I'm just saying I think that's where I'm at. Somebody brings up the blackout moments in sports, and it's perfect because it's like what they said when McCole Hardman caught that Super Bowl winning catch.
He
was
was blacked out, yeah.
Yes. Like he threw the ball or something like that, and Mahomes had to go get it. And be like, dude, you want to hold on to that, man? Like, trust me. Like,
yeah, because he's even said McCole was like, yeah, when I came too, you know. Is
like, we
he
won
on
the
a
Super
team
Bowl.
anymore? He'd be a good summertime story.
That would be a good summertime story.
Is he playing with anybody anymore? I know he was with Green Bay a little bit last year.
I don't think he is with them. I'd imagine he's on a team.
I don't know. San Francisco?
Mecole.
Oh, yeah, he's Buffalo Bills.
Oh, okay, that's right. He did go to Buffalo. Yeah.
Yeah, because they had him as a punt return guy.
Yeah, we'll see if he makes the team there.
Well, if he doesn't,
yeah, exactly.
we can have our fall stories. The Four Falls of Buffalo.
Yeah.
It's been 84 years, and I can still smell the fresh paint.
The Knicks are now the favorite for the first time, by the way.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. I said their odds shifted. The Spurs are now plus 125. The Knicks, at least what I saw, were minus 140.
I got the Knicks at minus 125, San Antonio plus 105.
Okay.
Exact series results, Knicks to win it in 6, 3-1 is your favorite.
Yeah, because we said if you wanted to throw some cheese on National Cheese Day on Cat being the MVP, it was like plus 1,100.
Plus 1,100 or something, yeah.
Now, Brunson, obviously the favorite because I think of what he did in the fourth quarter. Now, if he continues to do that, it's a wash. You're not going to get anybody else going to get it.
But this is the first time the Knicks have been the favorite the entire postseason, to win this thing. So it's not that matters. That's, I'm sure, where people are all putting their money now. Everybody's rolling over. They heard me say Knicks in 3, so they're all about that.
Sure.
But the Knicks to sweep 7-1. San Antonio to win this thing now 4-1. 4 games to 1 is now 9-1. So that's the big long shot right now. So the exact series result: Knicks in 6, 3-1. San Antonio in 7 plus 325. Knicks in 5 is plus 550.
What's Spurs in 6?
Spurs in 6 would be plus 650.
I'd take that. That's the safe one for me. If you want to go on a safe stretch, that's where I
Did you take Spurs in 6 to begin this thing?
He did?
I did. And yesterday, I was on the phone with my brother. We didn't end up watching the game together, but I was like, dude, I don't know why. I have a gut feeling Knicks win tonight for part of the reasons I've told you guys on the air. Their preparation, their advantage in game 1. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and I still think 6. Game 1 to them, game 2 and 3 to Spurs, game 4 Knicks, game 5, 6 Spurs.
What did you get on the odds when you bet the Spurs in 6 before the game last night?
I didn't bet it.
Oh,
I wish I would have. No.
Okay, I was going to say, now do you bet it again with the number
double
changing?
Down? Yeah,
double down. Yeah,
absolutely would.
Yeah, because you said the same thing about you thought the Thunder were gonna.
Dude, I've been
pounded lately.
This NBA playoffs. My gut's been wrong. Last night, my gut was correct. So we'll see what happens.
But see, for me, I present it from a different perspective than you guys do. You've got the sports side of things, and I'm looking at it from a human side of things more than anything, and a destiny side of things. And I do believe in stuff like that. Like most times, really, the best team doesn't always win, right? It's the team that plays the best at those moments, that's able to handle the big-time moment, that's able to not let the game get bigger than them. You hear about it all the time.
That's the best team a lot of the time.
Some of the time it is. Some of the time it's not. Some of the time it's the more veteran team, right? It's the better coach team. Or, go back to that 99 or not 99, but whenever it was when the Rams beat the Patriots, 2001. The Patriots were not the better team that day. Now, they clearly had the better coach. Now that we've learned after all these years, it was Mike Martz versus Bill Belichick.
Patriots beat the Rams.
That's what I said. What did I say? The
Rams
beat the
Patriots.
Patriots.
Wait.
No, Patriots beat the Rams. The Patriots were not the better team, but they were the better coach team, obviously. They cheated better than the Rams did in that Super Bowl, obviously. But they weren't the best team, but they just believed that they were going to win. Like it's very reminiscent of the Giants in 2007 as well, when they beat that New England Patriots team. Remember that in the Super Bowl? The Pats were 17-0. The Giants went on the road that year and won in Tampa. Then they won in Dallas, who was the 1 seed. Then they went on the road and beat Green Bay in the NFC Championship game, and then went and beat the New England Patriots that were 17-0. And so it's got a little bit of a feel like that. There are some times that there are teams, guys, that are just on a roll and they're a team of destiny and there's nothing you can do to kind of get in their way, you know? And I just feel like that's where the Knicks are. On paper, yeah, the San Antonio Spurs are a better team, but the games aren't played on paper. That's why I hate analytics, because you got to go out there and deal with human beings and mindset and drive. And what Jalen Brunson did in the fourth quarter last night, there's nothing a computer, a nerd, or anybody can put out that's going to tell me that Jalen Brunson's going to do what he did in that fourth quarter last night. That's guts and heart, and there's no numbers for that.
If we got one thing right today, it was our summer story sessions. Somebody said, not normally a morning person, change jobs, but the humor and the stories today get me through my morning. Great show. And
Thank you.
Also get my son and I are on our way to Indiana, see some friends. Can you shout out Eli Starr?
Way to go,
he
Eli.
can hear his name on the radio. So there you go.
Eli Starr. Go be a star in Indiana, my man. Go do it.
Somebody from the 314. I black out every time I see Livy Dunn strutting around.
I do too. I feel you.
Hello, America.
I get it. So does he.
When does Baywatch come out?
Oh, is she in it? Did she get the part?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because I thought she was competing with somebody else for the part. I forget who it was. I'm like, oh.
Her social media would say she's in it. Top 10 athletes in Los Angeles. This is stupid.
This is dumb.
Shohei Ohtani, Luka, Myles Garrett, Matthew Stafford, LeBron James. That's just the top 5.
That's just 5.
The second tier, Freddie Freeman, Puka Nacua, Yamamoto, Justin Herbert, Kelsey Plum. Who'd be the 5 in Kansas City?
That's crazy.
I mean, it's Bobby, Patrick, Salvi, and not Salvi, but Bobby, Patrick, Travis, and who was the fourth? I put Chris Jones on my list. I don't know who I would put for number 5.
I put Salvi just because, like, baseball-wise, he's known.
Yeah.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's
But is he a top athlete right now?
I went with like just personalities and stuff.
Yeah, that's however you want to interpret it.
Because LA's just stupid.
I mean, come on.
This is not even real. Like, that's not a real list.
You know who's going to be on that LA list next year? Brunson.
No.
Wemby.
I did it by athlete, like actual athleticism. So
That's kind of what I did. Yeah.
Cags.
I did Pat, Bobby, Chawinga from Current, Chris Jones, and then Cags.
Yeah. Cags a unit.
Cags is a unit, and he's shown us his athleticism. He went out and learned right field. He can play first base. Hell, let him get on the mound, dude. He's versatile. 6'5", unit.
250, size 17 foot.
Whew.
I know that I'm hard. You better believe it.
Yeah, I'm going to crotch grab.
How many championships does those people in LA have, though? The Dodgers have 2, right?
Yep, they've got 2.
With Ohtani, or 1 with Ohtani?
One with Ohtani?
Because they got the bubble championship.
They have 2.
And they've won back-to-back.
Yeah, they have 2 with Ohtani. LeBron has 4. 4.
How many with the Lakers? Just the
1.
bubble.
Yeah.
Okay. The Rams have just the 1, right?
Yamamoto has 1. Freeman's got 2 with LA.
Yeah.
And Myles Garrett's been a Brown.
Yeah, right.
And Luka and Austin Reed.
And Justin Herbert's been a Charger.
And I have no idea if the I don't think the Sparks have won, but I don't know. It's like 8 championships.
I think I would take Kelsey Plum to the Green Lady Lounge.
Oh, yeah. That'd be good.
Hello, America.
Speaking of the WNBA, why does everybody hate Caitlin Clark now? My God.
Well, she's getting mad at her coach, and there's video of it.
Is she in the wrong?
She's got some tood.
Oh, does she? Is she being nasty to her coach?
I don't know.
There's been some clips from her this season.
Yeah.
I don't follow enough to have a true opinion on it, but
I don't either. That's why I'm asking.
That's what I
That's
saw,
the
and that's the take that I saw on the show that I watched, and that was like, she needs to understand that, like, because her numbers are still there. Like, she's still got numbers.
Great. Yep.
But, like, now it's kind of like, all right, take it easy. But, hey, you all can go do something nice for somebody. You never know. It could change their day, their week, their month, their year. It's simply cool to care. Kansas City, stay kind, stay safe, stay groovy. Coming up next, it's Cody Golden Drew. They're talking all things Royals and NBA. We'll talk to you tomorrow on a Friday. Take care.
Hey, it's Bobby Witt Jr., and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball, 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Baseball season is in full swing, and that means the summer heat is coming. The guys at Climate Control have been serving KC homeowners for over 35 years, and they know how to get your cooling system ready to handle our scorching hot summer weather. Stay cool and comfortable this summer. Call Climate Control today at 816